Today will be an episode 0.5, seeing as one of my co-hosts is unavailable due to unforeseen circumstances. So now today I'm joined by Trickstick.
Hello.
And Skyspray.
Hello.
And today we'll be talking about something else than we had planned. But before we get into the main topic, what has happened in the last 2 weeks, naval-wise?
Pain.
Pretty much.
Really nothing. We had
Yeah.
the naval event for the TOSA.
TOSA is now available, yeah.
I haven't tried her yet, but...
Neither have I. Doesn't really seem all that special, though. So, yeah, nothing much to talk about. No.
What class is it? What's the most similar thing in the tech tree to it?
Amagi would be
Amagi.
similar to it, but it isn't.
I
Quite
haven't
it.
played Amagi either, so yeah.
Yeah, this is...
I do remember the 410s are the same guns on the Fuso.
Nagato.
No, I haven't even
Not
played with the
Mutsu.
guns. Then I
Yeah,
haven't
Mutsu
played it at
Nagato.
all.
Yeah, it's the same guns on the Mutsu, Nagato,
And those two.
Amagi.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't
TOSA.
played with those at all.
And other than that, nothing much has happened the past 2 weeks for Naval, has it? No
No.
change logs, no
Well, we're
server
just
updates.
enjoying some of the new patch stuff. The
Yeah.
New repair system's been around a while. Having fun with that, in inverted commas.
Yeah.
Mm,
I still need to make I still need to make a video about the new repair system compared to the old one, but that'll get done eventually.
I'm liking it on battleships. I'm not liking it on destroyers, but
Yeah,
I'm too lazy
that's-
to change it, so I still play it.
Yeah. But, okay, so that's pretty much the news covered for the last 2 weeks. Then, my challenge from the last time, because I failed at the swear jar.
Yeah, that's what I meant when I said pain.
Yeah, that is indeed pain. So the challenge was that I had to try and get one of the event stars with a specific American lineup. That being Flagstaff with the 6-inch howitzer. Tucumcari PT-565, which was just in there as filler, but didn't actually play it. And then the aircraft I could take were the Helldiver with the bad torpedo, and an F4F.
I think you got most of your points in the Tucumcari.
I got... yes, that's for sure. I played that lineup for like 23,000 points worth for the 40,000 point star, and it was awful. The Flagstaff... The things I played it originally with the 6-inch gun when it came out. It wasn't that bad because it could hull break. It can't hull break anymore because they changed how naval hull break works a few patches ago. So you're now stuck with a gun that with a 13-second reload that's incredibly inaccurate because of your unstable hull because you're a hydrofoil, on a large hull because you're a hydrofoil, so you're easy to hit. You have no reliable backup weapons. It is just awful. How it's still a 3.0, I don't know.
isn't it also that they changed how like waves and stuff worked since it was released too? So
I
like the
don't
entire
think so. Just
ocean.
the stability, the stability and like maneuverability of it still feel largely the same to what I'm used to for hydrofoils. But actually, now that I think about it, there is a reason why it's 3.0 is because you can equip it with a Bofors.
Yes.
But trying to play it with the 152 Sheridan gun is genuinely unplayable. Because you don't have any reaction possibility because you have a 13-second reload. The gun, even if you're on stable water, the gun itself is inaccurate. So you'll just miss and then you're stuck there for 13 seconds at the mercy of whoever you're facing. You have a awful reverse speed as well, because the only thing actually allowing you to reverse is a tiny little propeller on one of the legs. Whilst going forward, you have 2 jets as well. So it is a truly painful experience, and I shouldn't have agreed to it 2 weeks ago.
And
Well, that'll teach
and
you for swearing.
It will indeed teach me.
We need to remember something about this thing too with the gun.
Mhm.
It is a 6-inch gun, but it's a howitzer, so it has very low muzzle velocity, meaning it has no kinetic pen. Meaning even if it's a 6-inch gun, you can't hurt anything with a blue mark damage model.
Correct. Yeah, I've run up to a Frunze like 200 meters away, an AI Frunze, and I could not really damage it, and it just killed me. Because I couldn't deal with it. You can fire once every 13. There are heavy cruisers with a better reload than this thing.
Yeah.
It came fully spaded, right?
Yes, it's a premium.
Yeah, because I was looking at the Bofors being a rank 4 mod, and if that didn't come spaded, that would be one of the worst grinds in the game.
Yeah, it would be, yeah.
It wouldn't be a grind. It wouldn't be a grind. That one would be a you GE this thing, or you don't.
No, you just have to cap and die and do it like that.
Yeah.
I have a story about this too, but we're gonna have that when we get into the history of everything.
Yeah. But now on to the main topic of this episode 0.5.
We did all have a game together. We had a solidarity game. Don't forget
Yes, where...
that.
Yeah, you did.
We all just laughed at how horrible it was and then didn't play another game.
Yeah, and you left me to rot for the next 6 hours.
Yep. I did fine though. I died super early and played the PGH for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
We all were like the bottom of the team.
The Tucumcari is actually pretty decent because it just has a reliable 40 mil. So I assume that the Flagstaff, if you actually use the 40 mil on it, is semi-reliable. Or actually at least playable.
Yeah.
I seem to remember, doesn't the Flagstaff, doesn't the nose raise up quite a lot?
It does, and it does have like a gun, like a little tub around the gun, so you do have a bit of a gun depression issue.
You can't really hit at full speed. And plus hydrofoils don't work properly.
Yeah.
When you're going speed, you cannot aim close with any of the guns. You need to sit still.
Mm-hmm. But enough about the Flagstaff for now, as we get onto the main and related topic. Our most favorite and least favorite boats. Well,
yeah, a little bonus episode.
Liked and disliked.
After our bonus episode.
Seeing as Sam couldn't make it today due to circumstances outside of his control, we'll just do this because we do want him there for episode 1 because he's actually the person that started playing naval the earliest out of the 4 of us. So him not being here would be a bit of a
Yeah, with me not really playing until the Imperial Navy came along, I wouldn't have a lot to say in this episode.
So, to start off with our most liked and least liked boats, we'll start with the American 3 and Blue Water, alright?
Yes.
Shall we start with the fun stuff first? Also,
I feel the fun is best.
Also, for reference, we are talking about the ships as they are currently. Not our historical favorites, but how they are currently with their current battle ratings.
Well, some of my favourites would be... I haven't played them since I played them, and I remember them fondly. For example, I do have a certain attachment to USS Arizona. Even though I haven't played it since our campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's probably terrible, but I did play it enough to get a free... expert crew or ace crew.
I think you were the only one in the game who has gotten a free ace in Arizona.
Oh, it's terrible. It was terrible then. It's probably still terrible. I don't know.
I've got a bit of a soft spot for the standards as well. They're not too shabby.
Yeah, they're little chunky boys.
Mm-hmm.
Look cool, especially when you see those loading images of them from the front.
Yeah,
they just look quite nice. But I'm gonna be really sad, like I always am. Oh, can I say the Moffat? Can I say the Moffat's my favourite?
Well, you can.
No, you cannot say the Moffat's your favourite.
You don't mean to play, right? You mean just seeing it.
To shoot them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially now that it's 5-3, it's a bit of a easy target. I think
that's gonna be a fun topic for later too.
It's
VR.
Yeah. I don't really have a favorite for the American Blue Water 3 at the moment. But I do have a soft spot for the Fletcher and specifically the Sumner. Because the Allen M. Sumner was the first big destroyer I got when I started playing the game. Yeah, the first proper late war destroyer. I never got, because back then I never got too far with the Germans or the Russians. But I did get far with the Americans, and that was the first I think it was even the first destroyer I had with twin turrets.
Those are very nice turrets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, being actually able to shoot aircraft, as opposed to, like, the Moffats
Like,
with
nowadays,
their low elevation.
at 5.0, the gearing and the summoner and gearing won't be that particularly fun. So the Fletcher kind of filled in that role for like a funner.
I mean, the Summoner and the Gearing and the Frank Knox are pretty much the same, and the Frank Knox is probably the best destroyer.
Yeah, they're still good destroyers.
The
There's definitely still excellent destroyers, but they're not as great as they used to be at 4.7.
No. I guess.
And Sky, your favorite American ship?
If we go historically in the American tree, like I will always have a soft spot for the Brooklyn. She is terrible to play currently because of her BR. At 6.3, a light cruiser really doesn't do well. It's just enemy battleships all the time. And if it is another cruiser, your team's battleships are just gonna kill them before you do.
Yeah.
But Brooklyn has such a soft spot in my heart. Like, it is my favorite ship, but if I'm gonna pick like a best ship, it's gonna be the Frank Knox, because that one has made my lifestyle fundable in War Thunder with SL gambling.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to say best, not like including historical.
Yeah.
Because like I haven't played everything in the current patch for one thing. We can like have a nod towards how things are currently.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Like Atlanta. How's Atlanta at 5.7?
Horrible.
No.
Horrible.
You're great against destroyers, which to be fair, a lot of them exist at 5.3 now, and you do very well against them. But the moment a cruiser with any amount of armor looks at you, you can't do anything against them and you die.
Not alone having to play 6-7 battleships. 6-0. Yeah. Or just 6-7 battleships as well. They're just...
Yeah. Oh yeah, but you can't do anything better than 6-0s either.
No.
Does anyone... I think it's a toss-up for worst between North Dakota, the exploding ship, and probably one of the 6.3 cruisers. Or the Newport News is 6.7.
Yeah.
It's hard to beat North Dakota. Well, it's easy to beat North Dakota because it explodes as soon as you shoot it.
Like you could look at the Clems and say they're bad, but their reserve destroyers are always going to be a bit bad. They're not bad as well.
That's so bad they don't count.
The 6.7 Newport News and Des Moines. I don't see how those are actually well.
Yeah, how's like a North Dakota versus a Des Moines?
I would rather be in the North Dakota.
Yeah.
Yes. In that fight, you will be in a North Dakota.
I do remember from spading the North Dakota back in the day that its guns are not all that reliable, and its armor is a bit of a joke. But at least it has armor and decent guns for the BR.
Yeah, like you can, if you fight a cruiser, you can do stuff. If you find a appropriate battle rating battleship, you can still
fight them. Yeah.
You're not gonna win, but you can fight them. But a 6.3 cruiser, like
6.7
Roanoke's not gonna do anything.
Yeah, Roanoke.
And Newport News, if fighting Wyoming is just, you can just hold J and it will be a better experience.
It's not just fighting Wyoming; they can fight Gneisenhaus.
Yeah. If you get an up tier, it's over.
Because especially as well, at 7.7, when you do get into matchmaking like that, the AI ships won't even spawn cruisers anymore either.
No, they are battleships.
Mm-hmm. So I think...
Also...
I'd say that the Newport News / Des Moines are probably the worst ship in the American Blue Water Tree.
Yeah, we also need to address the fact that it used to be like 6.0, something like that. And sure, it has very great firing guns, like fire very quickly, great pen.
For a cruiser, they're great guns.
Yes.
Yeah, if you're 6.0 and you get a down tier, it was pretty good, but
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Mm.
But here was the main issue with the Newport News or Des Moines or whatever, which was an issue even when just facing cruisers. Your ammo racks are above waterline, so it doesn't matter if you're great guns because you live for 10 seconds before you get hit and explode and die. So
Yep.
it was like no one played it anyway.
Yep. So even for a cruiser, if you got cruiser matchmaking, you're just not tanky. You have the survivability of just paper.
Wet paper towel. Yeah.
Yep.
It's like
So
134 millimeters protecting the magazines. Like
mhm.
that is nothing.
Especially if you actually faced other heavy cruisers as well, let alone something
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Spey. So yeah,
That's the thing, though. How do you possibly balance it? You can't say, like, if say you separate it off, so it's like cruisers versus cruisers, battleships versus battleships, it would just
it would
like
just
kill everything.
yep.
So
Yeah. It would be
that's
the
why
top
naval's so
cruiser, but it
hard
would
to
have-
balance.
It's balanced by the fact that it's easy to kill in return for being the top cruiser killing ship.
But let's I think move on to the next tech tree before we just talk about Des Moines for half an hour.
Well, coastal's easy because we know what the worst coastal ship is.
Do we?
Like,
Well, yeah, Flagstaff.
yeah, it's Flagstaff. I don't think
I
you're
have a
getting something
different-
worse than that.
I would argue
I
there's
have a
some,
different opinion.
there are some contenders for that title for worst ship.
Well, true. If you're not doing the Sheridan turret,
I
the
would,
Zippo is slow but kind of fun.
I would
Zippo is fun.
raise Hoquiam.
I don't
Hoquiam,
mind
pretty
Hoquiam.
bad.
Hoquiam's not that bad.
I think
Helco was pretty bad.
when I spaded it, I
great.
got really lucky with matchmaking, but it's the restrictions on your guns is so annoying to work around. Because
Wait,
you
I don't
cannot
have
fire
Hoquiam.
you cannot fire straight forward in Hoquiam. You can't.
Oh, I'm thinking the Kim Kui. I'm getting confused. Sorry.
Yeah.
I haven't
Kim
played the
Kui's
Hoquiam.
It is not great because it's a frigate, but it's one of the slow ones because it's like, an escort vessel. You only have 3-inch guns.
And they're the bad ones that are on the coastals, not the fast-firing.
Yeah, they're not the
guns you
automatic
see on
ones.
all
They're
other-
the hand-loaded ones. But for some reason, you have these like gun rails that prevent shooting your own ship. But it also
Yeah.
means you can't fire forward because they just have these rails raise up as you look forward.
Oh, they're the splash things.
No, they're not
Yeah.
even the tubs. They have like additional rails on top of it.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
see. That's weird.
And those prevent you from firing straight forward or even like angling forward. You need to be almost fully broadside just to get your guns on target. And of
So
course,
basically, the Flagstaff is better because at least it's fast and can cap things.
yeah.
Yeah,
thing is-
and it doesn't. It spawns with other small boats. This thing spawns with destroyers.
Yep.
Okay, maybe.
I will say I got incredibly lucky when I was spading it with my matchmaking, facing like really dumb reserve destroyer captains, and few of them as well. And having AP on those guns does actually do decent amount of damage against destroyers, but the thing is, they're still 76s, so they have kind of low velocity and not quite enough punching power to really deal with destroyers properly, especially if they're angled or bow in.
Yeah.
So it's a very awkward frigate, and my contender for one of the worst ships in the Blue Water Tree, in the Coastal Tree rather.
I buy that.
Yeah,
Flagstaff
they
on
do
one of
get
the worst,
VT. They do get VT
Yes.
shells.
They do. It's a
No.
good anti-air barge.
Yeah, the horizontal guidance speed isn't terrible.
No, it's a very good anti-air barge, but it just suffers against actual surface targets, especially destroyers.
As for the best, it's probably the LCS.
Yeah,
The LCS is fun.
yeah. The LCS is just good bog standard, bow for boat fun. I think
It's big. It gets a.
it's a bit fragile
Boats
nowadays, though. And
Yeah.
It's fragile.
at 3.7, you
It's
can
really
face some really nasty boats in return.
Yeah, if you come up against like, one of those, like a 206 or something. Is it
Yeah.
206?
Actually,
or
no,
203?
I
always get
raise you the best boat in the US Coastal Tree being the 80-foot nasty, the PTF-7.
Is that the one with all the people on it?
No, that's the one of the Bofors in the rear. That's at 1.7.
And a 220s in the front.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It is like the first Bofors boat you get with the US, and it's a really
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah. And like, you don't even need the Bofors at that BR, to be honest. You can just use the 220s because if you point your nose straight forward, you can fire both 20s forward.
Mm-hmm.
And 220s at 1.7 is still very, very good.
I actually also think it is genuinely the lowest BR Bofer.
Yes, it also is the lowest BR Bofors.
Yeah, there's no other automatic 40 mil at that BR.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah,
that
I'll,
is a Bofors 40 mil because you do have a pom pom at that BR, but no Bofors.
There's also the Russians 37s at
Yeah.
1.7.
It's just a shame that I rarely play anything under rank 3 because I'll always want to be doing a task or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if there was like a premium nasty, I'd probably play it, or an event nasty. It would have to be.
Yeah, especially.
All right.
Well,
I guess Germany's
think-
next.
well,
Wait, no, we're not done yet. We're not done yet.
Not quite
Oh,
done.
we are?
My tip for the top worst American coastal.
The worst one, yeah.
Oh, what is it? Have we not said it?
I think
No,
I
we
know.
haven't
Oh, I know
said
what it
mine
is.
Yeah,
I
We
know
haven't
what
said
it
mine
is.
yet.
go
Can I,
ahead.
can I guess?
You can make a guess, yes.
Is it Asheville?
It's absolutely Asheville.
Yep.
There
I
is.
thought so.
I hate that boat with all my heart. It is the worst grind I have ever experienced in the game. To be fair, I spaded it when it was before everything happened, long ago. But it was the worst thing I have ever experienced in this game, and it made
I
me want
don't
to
remember.
quit so many times. Oh my god!
I put a talisman on it to make the spading process faster.
You see, I
Yeah,
don't remember it being bad. I've spaded
was
it. I don't
before-
remember it.
This was when it was 4.0, before I had premium time,
Ah.
and no talisman or anything like that. So I just went, okay, here are 206s and destroyers. Let's try and get to a cap and maybe get some RP. And
So
I didn't.
the thing about the Asheville, right? You have one gun in the front, so you're inclined to try and just show the front of your ship to the enemy. But when
Yeah.
you do that, the only thing they will hit is either your turret or your bridge.
Oh yeah, it's a quick draw. You have to come around the corner and instantly kill someone, or you're
The
dead.
problem is that 76 is actually a pretty good gun, but it's not a high rate of fire gun.
Mm-hmm.
So
No.
even if you get the draw on them, you don't kill them quickly enough before they just
think-
return fire.
It's also,
think it's-
your turret is the size of Texas. If they shoot at your front, your turret will block all the shells and go out immediately.
Yep.
Right behind the turret are two big ammo boxes.
Yep.
So they miss your turret, they either hit your bridge and take out your steering, or hit your ammo and detonate you immediately. There's a huge box of ammo right below the turret, so if they use AP and shoot at your hull from the front, they will detonate your ammo and kill you instantly. There is no winning with this ship. It had to be lowered multiple times for it to even become remotely playable.
And it's still not all that good at 3.3.
No. The Douglas is still there at 4.0 because it has missiles. Take away the missiles and you have the worst ship for a BR that I've ever seen in my life. And I will
Yeah.
not be taking any... Because they removed the Bofors for the missiles. They removed the good gun for the missiles.
Yeah, on Douglas, yeah.
I think because I played it after Peacock, and I quite like Peacock, that it's basically a fast, more explodey Peacock.
Yeah.
I will also make a small statement for the Cyclone being the worst ship too.
Yeah, I was... I've gotten a bit of a soft spot for Cyclone when I was spading it, because the APTS belts and the thing are so nice for trying to detonate stuff.
Yeah,
I've-
that's what its own thing's good at.
The only
What's the
problem, though,
rear-
is that its own magazine is in the bridge, which is unarmored. So you just die whenever somebody shoots your superstructure.
What's
Yeah.
the rear gun angle like
On Cyclone?
on
Or-
Cyclone?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Traverse speed is not all that fast, though, on the gun. But pretty good.
30 degrees.
35 spaded.
Oh wow. So it's something between those 4 or 5 boats we've just discussed.
Yeah, it's
being the
probably-
worst.
yep. I do. Before
US coastal is not like they're strong. They've got a really good blue water fleet, and their coastal's a bit
meh.
eh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I
a
do
lot of
want
those
to-
rear-mounted Bofors boats are just
Yeah.
annoying to play.
It's a lot of they're very fragile, all of them.
I
And
do
there are
want
things
to
that kill much quicker.
raise one more honorable mention for good boat, the SC497.
Also a very
Which one's
good
that?
boat.
It's a
rank-
Bofors boat like
yeah.
sub chaser at
Oh,
2.3.
yeah, I remember that.
It's just solid.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's not as excellent as it used to be, but it is just solid.
I will raise the Candid or the 811 as the best boats for the US though.
I was going to say the 811 or the 810. They're pretty similar these days.
Yeah, good torpedo boats.
Yeah.
I I liked the Candid when I was spading it, but I have learned that it also suffers from the same problem as Asheville, where it has ammo racks right behind the main gun,
Yeah,
and hitting those will blow it up.
yeah.
So if you ever see a Candid in the wild and don't know how to deal with it, just shoot for the boxes next to the 76 in the front.
It's more refreshing that you also have a coastal spawn which is tanky and doesn't explode like immediately from things.
Yeah, and
you do now, but
you don't even really need to use the 76 because you have 2 Bofors in the rear, and they have a pretty good
Yeah.
forward firing angle, so you just angle a bit and 2 Bofors.
and a lot of 20s if
And
that's
lots
not
of
enough.
20s. But shall we move on to Germany?
Yep.
Yeah, otherwise our entire podcast will be about American boats.
So the best blue water ship.
The best blue water. Well,
I think
I think we know what it is.
Yeah. Scharnhorst.
Even if it's not, it's not what it was, but it's still a monster.
It is still incredibly potent.
And was
Though-
meta defining for the better part of since its
Several
inception.
years. Yeah.
Except for one tiny period where it was the funniest thing ever to shoot at, when it
Because
just
of
sank.
backfires. And just
No,
flooding as well.
you
yeah.
just
Yeah.
you just HE'd it with the Marlboro and it sank in about 3 seconds.
When
It
it
was
was
hilarious.
released, flooding, like it was the fastest ship, like capital ship
Yes,
at
yep.
the time of its release, and it had this really funny thing that when you shot it with HE and started sinking, since speed affected its sinking speed, and you didn't kill any of the engines with at the start, you were, unless you had already started slowing down by the time you got shot. If you were at full speed and got shot in the front, you physically could not survive and slow down enough to be able to not sink.
It was hilarious.
So
But yeah,
with-
that thing is like the turtleback just deflects shells or something. I'm not quite sure.
Mhm.
Was it?
It's
Is it the fact that turtleback doesn't degrade?
No, it's the fact that over penetration isn't like modeled properly. It's from what I've heard, the chance to ricochet is actually takes priority over penetration. And because of
Okay.
the curved nature of the turtleback as well, it's an incredibly steep angle for most
Yeah.
impact shell impacts. So it just bounces before doing any kind of overpen calculations.
I can't say it like Gneisenau. Right, do you pronounce the G on Gneisenau?
I don't know. Nice now. Your choice.
But I can't say it's been that much of an issue compared to Scharnhorst. I don't know if it's internally different or if it's just
It
because
is a little bit different. To my knowledge, the magazine is actually a bit bigger on Gneiss now. It's a bit taller as well, a bit higher up.
It's a bit higher up, and I think they may have changed that. Like, if you have a larger, like, caliber shell as the ammo, more filler in them, it will explode much more violently.
yeah.
So a 15-inch shell detonating will be much more devastating to the ship than if an 11-inch is.
I do have a contender.
Mhm.
The Leopard. It's the best reserve ship.
Yeah, I agree with that. It is. It's also why it's one of the favorites of the recent botting waves. It's a really, really good reserve
Looks-
destroyer.
It's a classic tournament staple, although I'm not sure if it's in the meta at the moment,
Yeah.
seeing as we've all stopped playing tournaments for this last year.
Yeah.
But it was definitely the go-to when we played.
Yep. Because
I will make a honorable mention for Vondertown.
I know why, but yeah.
I think that's more
Same,
personal.
probably the same with Eugen or Hipper.
You could say the same with pretty much all of the 6.0 battle cruisers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I
you
will
can't-
just
you
say
can't beat
Vondertown
Scharnhorst.
because
Yeah, Scharnhorst is
Scharnhorst
definitely
is the best.
even
anyone-
with Bismarck now being a thing and Gneiss now.
Yeah, has anyone
Scharnhorst is
played
just-
Bismarck yet?
I haven't actually unlocked it yet. I was busy
No.
unlocking all previous stuff.
I think Germany's probably my least
The thing
filled
is-
tree.
Bismarck. So I was talking about Gneiss now having this angled or like curved turtleback, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Bismarck doesn't have a curved turtleback.
No.
So you just shoot it at like one of the corners and you can just detonate it. It also sits at 8-3, so you face Soyuzes, Iowas, Yamatos. You just blow
Yeah.
up. It's still a pretty decent ship from what I've seen, but it's nowhere near as immortal as Scharnhorst was.
Oh, the Scharnhorst 7-3, so it can't face...
It cannot face the 8-7s.
That's... Yeah. Yeah, it's probably the best battleship in the game, or battlecruiser. Why don't you put in the comments if you think Scharnhorst is a battleship or a battlecruiser?
Oh boy.
Oh, don't start that. Don't start that. Ay.
Hey, it's engagement. You need engagement.
Any other honorable mentions for best ships?
Not for the... Well,
Spey, maybe?
I was thinking Spey. Like, Spey when it came in, equivalent to the
yes.
Hawkins.
Spey was a
when it came
monster when
in
it
was
came in.
broken. It was broken. The game was broken when it came in.
Nowadays-
That's why it has the...
Yeah,
But
nowadays
it's gone
though,
ups and
it's a
downs. Sometimes it exploded, and sometimes it didn't.
Yeah, nowadays it is just more known as a powder magazines, but it does still have formidable guns. You don't actually see that many Speys around though.
No, it's in a bit of a
because why
weird
would you play
spot,
a Spey
so...
when there's Vondertown?
Yeah, well, because you have to play it to get the Vondertown.
Oh,
You play the
But
Eugen.
the Eugen and the Hipper seem to be a lot tankier nowadays. I'm exploding them
they
far
do,
less.
they do. I think
Yeah.
their magazines are also just smaller. Like the areas you have to specifically hit for the Hipper and Eugen are a lot smaller than for Spey.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, and then the worst blue water ships.
The worst blue water. Oh,
I
the
already have
light
a-
cruisers. Just the light cruisers.
I have one specific one in mind. That's Albing.
Oh, you know what we didn't mention for best? The Lutgens.
It's not best. I've
It-
played it. I've spayed it. I don't like it.
I've played it and not been able to hit it while it explodes me with missiles. It is worth mentioning.
But it has a very specific niche, and it has missiles, and it can fire them in a different way.
It can
the
fire them
thing with
over
Lut-
terrain and you can't hit it. It's
Yeah.
one of the only ships that can do that.
Because of its
Yeah,
tall
but
mast.
it's also like it's a Lutjens. It explodes from being touched by a wet paper towel.
Yeah, but if you can't hit it, and it's just detonating Moffats all over the place.
Yeah, but that's because it can only detonate Moffats. I've
It
faced...
detonated my Blagorodny.
Well, yeah, but it's really good against destroyers. But at 5-3, you're matching against cruisers so often. It
Oh
is
yeah,
painful.
true. I just thought it was worth a mention.
Yeah,
It is
It's a good ship.
it is probably the best missile ship.
I'd say so because of the fast reload. It has
Yes.
like an 8-second
Yes.
reload, so you always have a missile up.
And it does have
Yeah.
two. It doesn't lose a turret, does it?
Well, it's
It has
the
two
same like the
turrets
and a
Adams.
missile.
So just two guns.
Okay. Yeah, because the Bravi loses a turret.
I don't really like those guns though. They're
No, I don't like those guns. I remember. Do you remember when those guns came out and they were just
It was bad.
like
it was bad.
couldn't hit a ship,
Yeah, it was
like
bad.
couldn't hit the broadside of a barn?
still feels like it nowadays, to be honest.
Mm.
But
Anyway, I
anyways,
thought it was worth bringing up.
the worst ships.
But yeah, the worst is definitely like the Colin and the probably the Colin.
I would raise Albing to it, although it does it at 4-7, so it's a bit better. But those are World War One guns on it, and their ammo choice is not great.
Well, the Emden is a bit of a powder keg.
Amden
Then
nowadays?
I raised
the
you
rear
the
the
T22.
rear magazine on the Colin is just like, oh, it's a Colin. Let's detonate it.
Yeah, you could definitely say that the German light cruisers in general are a bit of their weak point.
Yeah, when you compare them to the heavy cruisers being pretty much the best heavy cruisers.
I still think Nuremberg is pretty fun though with its 6-second reload. It's pretty.
Nuremberg is a glass cannon, but it's a good cannon.
Yeah, it's a good cannon compared to the other 2 scout cruisers.
Mm.
Yeah, I will mention Helgoland as one of the worst ships.
The Helgoland or the Westfalen?
Helgoland.
Okay.
It's
why?
6-7 over the Westfalen.
Westfalen
6-0.
6-0 and Helgoland is 6-7. Yes.
Yeah.
It's
They do
basically
have
the same
different
with
guns.
slight gun difference, right?
Yeah, one has 11-inch
the only-
guns, the other one is 12-inch.
Yeah.
Seems like a big difference, and it's the
It's-
same with the
Helgoland-
Kaiser.
Helgoland does have a bit more armor as well compared to Westfalen.
I will say though that the sap shell on the German 12-inch guns is the funniest shell to me to ever exist.
Why is that?
It has lower velocity than the AP. It has less filler than the AP. It has less pen than the AP.
Yeah.
So it's just a worse AP shell.
Wait, did you say that has less filler than the
Yes.
AP?
It
Yes,
has
it
less
does.
filler than the AP. It has 10.8 filler on the as a sap and 13.6 on the
How
AP.
does that happen?
It's a bad shell.
Like,
It's
is
just
it-
a bad shell.
Is it supposed to have like better fragmentation casing or something?
Probably.
You tell me.
Who knows? So, okay. That's the German Blue Water 3, then coastal?
Best. Well, the one Sky refuses to play has to be the best because
Well-
it's broken.
Used to be. It is 4.3 nowadays.
It's still
true.
kill on sight. It's still kill. If I see one, I will target it with whatever I have.
Due to its history.
It doesn't matter.
What
Yeah,
BR
That would
did
be
it
the
come in at?
802, so everyone knows what we're talking about.
Yeah. What battle rating does it come in at again? Like 3.0 or 3.3?
It started at 3-3, I think, with M as the M boot something.
Yeah.
Very long back in the day.
It's so much better than the M17
Yep.
because of that. You just
Yeah.
man that forward 37.
Mm-hmm. And they have blue
And the-
water damage models, so they're really tanky.
The much better. The 206 is better. The 206 is pretty amazing.
Yeah, I haven't
Like,
really
you-
gotten to like the late Russian or German stuff, so not too familiar with all of them.
It's just one of those ships. Say I'm playing Britain, and I'm like, I'll get a cap. I'm in the, what is it? The British boat, the best one for them. Hang on, the let me.
The border?
Yeah, the Brave Border. So I'm like, oh, I want to get a cap. I'm playing battleships. I'll get in the Brave Border, and then there's a 206 on the other team trying to cap. I just lose that fight 99% of the time.
It is a full BR higher, but yeah, the 206 is one of like the uncontested kings of coastal capping.
You run out of ammo quick if you're not careful, but also the torpedoes are decent as well. Aren't they?
I also
Yeah,
want
400
to,
kilos.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
I also want to raise the somewhat recent Schütze
As
Which
one of the
one's
best?
as one of the
Schütze?
best. That one has an L70 Bofors at 3.0.
Yeah.
That's a really competent gun at that BR. Especially
Does
with
lack
the
any secondary armament.
any secondary. Yep. So
Does
if
it
you
have
do
a-
if you do face a big blue water ship, you're done. But against other coastal damage model coastals, it is really good.
got no radar either. So.
Nope.
Mm.
No
I meant more
anti-strike
for
either.
anti-air work than anti-surface.
It still has VT.
Oh, it's got VT. Okay,
Yep.
fair enough. And a Bofors.
Yes, the L70
It's not-
Bofors. It's a long Bofors.
Not
They did a
common
higher rate of
thing.
fire Bofors.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
The L70.
Yep.
The Freccia gun.
Yep.
Yeah. Or the Jaguar gun, rather.
Yeah, it's not quite the Fletcher's gun, but same, almost identical.
Well, I haven't played the Schütze.
Then the worst boats, or Sky, do you have another contender for the best boats?
No, I mean, it would be the Schütze. There would be the M802.
Mm-hmm.
I want to give a small shout out to the R130.
Right, yes, that is deserved. Is it
I
the...
must say, I love the engines on those R boats.
Also, are you saying the 130 or the 301? It's the one of the automatic
The
37, right? Yeah, the
the
130. Yeah,
the 130, which
yeah,
has the automatic
yeah,
37.
yeah, yeah. That's a really, really fun loader boat for Germany.
Yeah, but the R boat propellers, for some reason, I just really like them.
The way they look, yeah,
Oh yeah, that's
there's
also very
weird.
cool. That is also very
Yeah,
cool.
No, just the R130. The R301 doesn't have them. I thought it was all R boats. But no, the way they're sort of weird plane wings in a vertical arrangement,
mm-hmm.
it's just fun. I guess so they can get equal thrust in all directions because of how they work.
Hmm.
Okay, then contender for the worst German coastal vessel.
The SF-40 Light.
Has it really gotten down to the worst, the light?
No, just because people get in it thinking it's amazing, and I one-shot them
Yeah.
because the ammo racks. You can just, if you just know where to spray them with a Bofors.
Yeah.
Actually,
Well,
I'm silly. I forgot what my least favorite boat is.
the
Okay.
heavy especially is actually incredibly vulnerable to Amaraks, but I think
Yeah.
they're still decent barges as long as a barge can be decent.
They're fun.
Yeah.
It's just if you let
I-
someone shoot at you for 10 seconds, they'll find your ammo rack if they know what they're doing.
Yep.
Yeah. It was very great in the old tournament style where you put a like S100 behind one of them and pushed it forwards.
Oh
So
So that
yeah.
you got the barge up to like 60 kph or something like that.
Oh yeah.
You
You
just
just I
tore
remember
through
doing it with the steam gunboat. You just it
Yeah.
just slots into that bit and pushes it into place.
Yeah.
I'm going to raise a contender for the worst boat, and it will be two of them, the VS10 and VS8.
No, the VS10 has a place.
Then
Because
I'll raise the VS8 because I can see the argument for VS10 having a place, but
the
VS8
VS10, until
awful.
very recently, was the fastest boat in the game, which gives it
Yep.
a place.
Yep.
It's a kappa.
Yeah.
and it also
And the
does, it
guns
does have
weren't
torpedoes.
terrible.
It does have torpedoes, so.
Yeah.
But I
And
don't
the-
like those guns. They're just not
Oh,
good.
they're not great. They're very short range,
Like,
but
Their maximum range, I believe, is 2.25 kilometers.
Yeah. something
Yeah.
Like that.
but like if you get a drop on someone, you can kill them pretty quick with them.
As long as your
Especially
hull
if
isn't
you-
turned away from them because of how the foil hulls work.
Well, if you get if you rotate at the right speed, you can sort of
Get all-
compensate
yeah,
for the
yeah.
reload. So you reload while the gun turns away.
Yeah, that's a mastery I haven't gotten with the VS10. I remember not liking spading it. But the VS8 definitely is worse, though.
Oh, I remember the first match I had in a VS8. It was on Island Bay, and I went out to Sea Point and mined it. And then later in the match, someone hit my mine. So that's
No.
fun.
There are memes to be had with it, but it is
Oh, yeah.
slower than VS10. It is larger than VS10, has less guns than VS10, no torpedoes.
And a big explosive rear.
Yeah, it is just an awkward vessel, in my opinion.
Yes.
A
Yeah.
contender for one of the worst.
You
there
really
are
have
more.
to know how to turn and not make all your guns go
Hmm.
weird.
So, Trick, do you want to talk about why the V990 is the worst boat?
It's because it's the one of the least stabilized guns you can possibly find.
But
That
then,
thing can't hit things.
yeah, but in my argument, V990, I preferred over the VS10.
No way.
Yeah.
I'll fight you on that. V990 versus VS10.
Well, not versus, but I mean, in their role, I prefer the V990.
What is its role?
Torpedo boat. Fast, nimble little coastal capper / torpedo boat.
Okay, the torpedoes are
They are good torpedoes. They are the
fast. The
fastest
torpedoes are
torpedo in
fast.
game. Yeah.
Are they actually the fast? I thought
Yes,
the
they're the fastest.
Japanese one was faster.
Nope. The Bravi and this thing carry the same torpedoes, and they're the fastest torpedoes in game.
They're rear launched, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, you drop them behind you and then it goes forward.
And you have two
Sure, the
little mines
torpedoes are
for
great,
shenanigans.
but the gun is just so unusable. I can't play that thing.
I'll
I haven't
agree
even
that the
spaded
gun was
it.
awful.
Like, it seems like they almost just forgot to add a stabilizer that it should have. Like, I can't believe that's an actual real boat without a stabilizer.
Yeah.
Like, if it was stable, it'd be great. Like, if more than about 20% of the shots went where you wanted them to, it'd be great. Like, even with the rear-mounted gun, which, sometimes is an issue with boats, but if it's a good enough gun, it's fine.
Yeah.
I forget. Is the Albatross and the Bussard, are they bad? Are they like your
I've,
least
I
favorite boat?
No?
It's
Because they're not as explosive as the
I
US
wouldn't really call them bad in that sense. They're not optimal. They change so much over the years that they've been available. They're not terrible. You just need to play them a very specific way. They're awkward, definitely, but I wouldn't call them as bad as some
No,
of the ships we've mentioned.
Ooh,
you have tracking radar, you have VT.
You have
You
potent
can
guns.
shoot. Yeah.
I've just noticed something. The tech tree tells you if you have the coupon to spend. Because the Bussard says can be obtained right now by spending a coupon. Because I got it and never redeemed it.
No, I got mine from my chest, and
So-
I sold my coupon.
As another contender for worst ship, I raise Christian der Grosse.
I disagree with that one. I disagree there.
Shall I tell you my arguments?
Yeah.
So, grinding through the German tree, I am not the biggest fan of the barges, just because of your inflexibility in the battle.
Yes.
At least the barges have some either survivability or firepower, right? To compensate
Yeah.
for the speed. I argue that Christian der Grosse has neither. Because it has an
The Gross has a front 37.
but it is not the same 37 as the good one on the R130 or the M802. It is not the same
Yes, it is.
37. It
It
isn't.
fires just as fast.
No, it doesn't. And it does not have the same ammo.
And what are we comparing? The Flak 36
Yeah.
and the what?
Compared
Flak
to the...
M42.
compared to the Flak M42 that you see in the R130 or the M802. They do not have the same performance at all.
I don't remember the Christian Gross being good or bad.
And then
I
the
think it
other
was
thing...
just
No, I-
fine.
So you have
I
a
think it's
front...
fine.
You have the front facing 37. All around that 37 are ammo boxes for that 37. All around it. And they will blow up and kill you instantly.
What, those tiny things?
Yes, those tiny things.
This is part of your curse again, Rowan.
I don't know
I'm
if
doing
this,
fine in
this
it.
I don't know if this changed since I actually spaded it, but I remember that being god awful. The rear 20 mils don't have the firing arcs to actually be reliable. You don't have the speed to
Dude,
actually get anywhere.
I do like having
decent.
8 black.
Yeah, they're
20
for
centimeters,
anti-air
so
purposes,
2
they're
centimeters.
great. They're great. I just really, really did not like this boat when I was spading it. And for some reason, this line specifically has really, really bad RP costs. They're always like a grade higher than they should be for their position in the tech tree.
Yeah.
So it didn't help that Christian der Grosse was also really expensive for me to spade.
That is, I have a half spaded Christian de Grosse and the rest of the line is blank. I have none of it. Some of it's half research, but you can tell because like I've got a bit on Burnout and a bit on Hugin, and things have been introduced since then,
In
so you can
between
tell
us,
I
yeah.
haven't really put much into it.
Yeah.
I don't think you get worse than the 990,
I
just
have
because the gun
two
is
different-
useless.
I have two different ships that I will put as contenders to the
Mhm.
worst. The first one, S38B.
Like the 1.7 for like 220s.
No,
It's-
the difference is if you look at S38, right,
Mm-hmm.
and compare it to the S38B, the
You
difference
have two
in a
machine guns.
.3, you have two 7.92 machine guns at the sides, and you go 4 kilometers an hour faster for a .7 BR race.
Yep.
Your two 20s are different 20s. One of them has a 10 round and one of them has a 20 round clip. So you can't even line up the fire on a target.
That
with the
does mean
guns.
that you don't get a gap when you're reloading, no?
It doesn't every second reload, kinda ish.
Maybe.
It's just weird and it's just weird and why is it up at 1.7 when the other one is 1.0?
Yeah, but
Is
to
that
be
It
honest,
should
to
be
be a-
max 1.3.
the other
used to be a
one,
reserve or something.
the other
It
one,
is.
the one that's currently reserved used to be 1.3.
Oh yeah, I knew something because didn't the LS3 used to be
Yeah,
the
yeah,
reserve?
the LS3 used to
Yes.
be reserve.
And then it got removed. So it was too
Oh,
bad or something.
it's a
It's a
It's
fun
the
bit.
one you see the most. It's probably the most common reserve to people to play because it's just
It's goofy.
fast.
It's funny.
Yeah, the LS3 was the best reserve of the early ones.
Anyway, I think it's time to move to Russia,
Yep.
and the
Can I ask you
best
my-
boat.
Is
Sorry?
also
Can I ask you my last bad German coastal?
Oh, sorry,
Sure,
that was
sure.
one of two.
Yeah, the Parchim.
Which one's
is
the
it
Parchim?
is that because of your experience with the 1331M, or is it because you actually played Barsham?
Both. Because I know what the 31M is. This one has better guns in the rear, I will say that. The 57s are much better than the 76. But it's a bit
Is
of an
that-
awkward angle. The front is also a 230 double, as on the 206, and not the 630.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a very different thing entirely. And it's 4.0, so if you get put on a larger map with destroyers, you can't do anything.
I mean, at least it's
Yeah.
got AP, unlike the Karl Marx.
Yeah,
But is it because is it because it's an actually bad ship, or is it just because frigates are like that sometimes?
it's mostly frigates are like that, and that one's gonna be a very rough one to actually use.
Yeah.
Especially because your main gun is in the rear and not in the front.
Like our worst talking sections are quite a lot longer than our best talking sections.
Well, it's
Is that
because-
indicative
Yeah,
of
I
naval?
think it's because the worst ships just stick out more to you. Because
Yeah.
a really good ship, what happens when you spade or play a really good ship is you're done spading it really quickly. But if you're trying to spade
Yeah.
a really bad ship, you are stuck with that thing for weeks.
Yeah. But Russia. Let's go to Russia because
Oh no, there's no contest. I shall brook no discussion that the best ship in the game is the Blagorodny.
Okay.
I probably
I-
have one of the most played players in the Blagorodny with like
that isn't a bot
1,500 match.
your
Oh
account
wait, no, hang on.
looks like a bot. Your
For
account
some
looks like a
people.
bot.
except it's actually good results.
1,728 battles with an 87% win rate.
Jesus.
It is the best ship in the game because it can do whatever you want it to do. It has the pen to kill cruisers, it can kill air, it's fast, it just detonates any other destroyer if you play it competently. It's got rockets, so when people hide behind islands, you just murder them.
I
They're
think
not the best rockets, but they work.
my opinion is a little bit influenced by my curse because I did not like Spokojnia when I was spading it.
Oh, I will agree. The dispersion is its weakest feature, but I think I've just learned how to handle it.
After 1,700 matches, I sure hope so.
Yeah, I
Like-
sure hope you do.
Some like about 1 in 3 volleys or 1 in 4 is just like, why aren't the shells going where they should?
Mm-hmm.
But it's got the rate of fire, and as long as you get that second turret on, it sort of evens it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will agree, it does have that issue.
You know,
So-
I will 100% agree with you with Blackground being the best ship. It's faster than Spokojnia. It's better AA. It's a premium with max rewards.
Can't say, like, I forget what the Spokojni's like.
Now,
I don't know the differences.
The thing is, there
The
is
difference is
in the Russian Blue Water Tree, there is another ship which is almost objectively the best ship in game. And we know what it is, right?
The Stalingrad?
the-
No,
the
the
Soyuz.
the
Soyuz?
Soyuz.
Yeah.
The Soyuz.
Yeah.
It is the strongest of the 8-7 battleships.
In fact, Russia has at several points had the strongest battleships with
Yep.
the PK, the
Maria.
Maria.
Kronstadt.
Kronstadt when it came out as well.
Mm.
They're all
But yeah,
not as good as they used to be.
Marat.
Still pretty decent, but
Yeah.
other than Blagorodny and Soyuz, any highlights? Tashkent is a pretty solid destroyer, I'd think, but it doesn't
Tashkent's
really,
pretty
is.
doesn't
I
really
would
stick out.
probably
Now.
Tashkent is the fastest ship, or second fastest actually. The
No, not
Moskva beats
since
it
the
out.
Italians came along, I don't think.
Yeah, the Italians are not faster than the Moskva. No,
They had the...
nowhere near.
Okay, whereas the Leningrad
Mo-
technically faster, but that thing explodes.
Both of them explodes.
It,
Moskva is
it kind of depends on whether or not you count as like small Italian light cruisers as
Ooh.
cruisers or destroyers. 'Cause
I've
they're
got a
technically destroyer
contender.
leaders.
The Krim.
As a good ship?
Back in the day, it
was
still
near
is
immortal.
pretty tanky.
Yeah.
It is still hard to kill. It just eats shells and doesn't explode.
Is this just because of your survivability?
I'd say
Well, it
it's
was
just
the
survivability.
tournament staple until we destroyed the meta with the Italians for 2 weeks.
I thought you meant when, the JU-87.
Oh, yeah. The mast can tank bombs if it lands
Yeah.
in the
In the crow's nest.
on the bird's nest. Yeah, crow's nest. That's it.
I haven't played the Crim in years, I think.
Oh, it's not good. It's too slow. It's too slow, and it's got destroyer guns.
It's 5.3 as well. It's not like a 5. It's not like one of the like beginner cruisers. It is a 5.3 cruiser, so it's a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. The Mogador is fastest actually. Mogador is the
Yeah,
fastest.
that's it.
beating Moscow out by 0.9.
I
It
am
beats it
having
a
a
lot
hard
more.
time. I'm having a very hard time picking the worst Russian
Oh,
blue
never mind.
water.
Really, Kafka's wouldn't be a contender for that.
Kafka's is a pretty big contender to that.
It doesn't rack as much as it used to, I don't think.
No,
Ooh,
the gun dispersion was the awful thing about Kafka's.
The best
Still
for
counts.
Chadney?
Is that really like
Y-
that terrible?
I wouldn't say the best bow because it's 4.0. I would raise you the Subatsielny because that's the same thing at 4.7.
Oh yeah, the Project 7U, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, that's a bit rough.
Yeah, that one's rough.
Or any of the Kirov class
I
when you hit them in the magazine.
Yeah, I'm not the greatest fan of the Russian cruisers in general, especially the higher ones.
I like them, but like, if you go broadside in one of those light cruisers, the Chapayevs, the engines just take.
You just die.
Like, have they
They're
still
so-
got all that crew
Yeah.
in the engines?
Yeah, they're incredibly fragile still.
Yeah, it's just like they have amazing destroyers, amazing battleships. Their cruisers are just.
Middling
Eh.
cruisers, yeah.
Yeah, there isn't. They're
Best
probably.
person you don't need.
The Russian Blue Water probably has the best worst ships, though.
Probably. Just because I can't really think of
The
any
floor is
particularly
high
bad
on
ones.
them.
Yeah.
Though, maybe the Moskva, because if you know where to shoot on the front, it just dies.
Mm-hmm.
And the guns aren't.
Still, yeah.
Yeah, it's very much like a lot of these ships aren't great, but they're not horrible.
They're not terrible where they just stick out.
Yeah, it's not like.
No.
Except maybe. I mean, the Crim. The Crim could be in both. Because it's great, but it's terrible.
Yeah.
The Crim is the best AI ship though.
It's
Yeah, you just
so difficult to sink. Yeah, because
No,
their
because
engines-
Wait, is
Nowadays-
there anyone else?
nowadays
Tashkent.
all of
What about Tashkent?
actually
Is the,
Tashkent.
is the T weird for you?
No.
No,
No, it just
No?
must be my screen. I'm not seeing the left top bit of the T. I thought it was some weird.
Okay,
Oh no,
you're-
there it is. Weird. Sorry.
no. But the
distracted.
thing with the Crim and using an AI is AI bots are really accurate nowadays. Like from very far distances.
Yep.
Ooh, here's
so
a
when you're
blast.
playing when you're playing a destroyer, like say a Frank Knox or a Black Rodney or Spokojny or something like that, and the AI Crim notices you, and now starts pelting you with 130s, HEs that will hit you. There is a very big possibility that you are down to 50% crew or something before you meet an actual enemy to engage them,
Yeah.
and that is rough.
Yeah. Yeah, I just remembered a blast from the past. Do you remember when bots couldn't be detonated?
Yep.
Oh, I do. Yeah.
Hmm.
The,
Now that made a lot tankier.
the convoy ships in the encounter game mode still cannot be detonated. Those bot cruisers
Yeah.
and destroyers.
Yeah.
The cargo ships can, which is funny. The cargo ships in encounter can be detonated, but not the cruisers and destroyers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you wanna... So, the best Russian coastal, and why is it the Ya-5?
Yeah.
It's the stupid one everyone plays that I hate and you hate and we all kill on sight. It's the SKR7.
Obviously, yeah. The SKR7. you know why it is the king of coastal? It's because it's a free coastal at top tier.
Yeah, it's yeah.
It is
How-
a
like-
free, really good and competent frigate.
What's the RP cost of the SKL-1
Uh,
cumulatively?
300
Too
well,
much.
cumulative. I don't know cumulatively, but
Like
a li-
several million, right, or something stupid.
close to a million at least. But on its
Yeah.
own, it's 320,000
So it's that, or you don't play naval for a month and you get the
in
SKL-7.
a squadron. Yeah,
You just
and the SKR-7 is better because it has the better anti-submarine rockets, the RBU 6000,
Yes.
which can
have-
serve as anti-surface rockets.
I have drilled the detonation spots into my brain so I can just detonate them.
Hmm.
It's under that rear rack.
Yep. You can do the front rack as well, but a bit less reliably.
Sometimes you have to
Yeah.
do both.
Sometimes, yeah. Now, I will raise a contender, but it is a rare vehicle that you cannot get anymore. And that is the Grad boat from one of the battle passes.
Which one's that?
The PR-183
PR
BM-21.
Yeah.
ER-183.
It's a
think I've got
premium.
that.
It's a premium.
You can't see it if it's an event vehicle. Like
Yeah,
Batman
I don't think I
vehicles.
got it.
So it's a pretty rare boat. It's not really good, but it is so fun to play. Because it's a rocket boat with stabilized rocket launcher, with high velocity rockets that are actually pretty darn good against especially coastals and even blue water ships. Like it's not
Yeah.
a good, like a real meta good boat, but it's so much fun to play.
No, it's not a 183, is it? No.
It's
No,
just
it's
another
version
one.
of the 183.
Yeah, it's a 183 that's
The BM-21?
yes,
Oh, I do have it then.
yeah,
The Battle Pass Royal Guard. Okay.
Yes.
that is
Yeah, I
a
think
really really fun boat.
I mean, the 183 is a good little boat with the 25 mils. That was it. That was a tournament staple forever.
Yeah.
So you go down to 3.0 compared to the 3.3 You lose the torpedoes and the rear turret, but in exchange you get this rocket launcher.
That rocket launcher, yeah, it's pretty spicy. Honorable mention. Both the 206M is a lovely little boat. It's a 206 that can actually hurt destroyers.
Yep.
And my current favorite is the is it the PR 11451, the current fastest boat in the game.
Yep.
I think I've got full speed. Let me check. No, I don't have dry docking, and it goes at 116.8.
Jeez. Is it really that good at 4.7?
It's fast.
It's
fast
fast.
and cap.
Having
Yeah.
the fastest boat in the game is always going to be useful, because you can just take 2 points on a battleship brawl and win the map.
Yeah, here's the thing, Rowan.
Though, but,
Here's the difference between you and the two of us is we play to win, and if winning requires us to be in a fast boat, we will be in the fast boat.
My problem is
in the game.
So here the conflict here is that I play to spade vehicles and like research all their modifications, and I cannot do that if the match is over in 5 minutes with a completely unrelated ship and ship type.
Well, you don't like. I don't first spawn it. I'll play around and whatever, and then be like, oh, I died. Well, let's at least make sure we win the match.
See, that is acceptable because then at
Yeah.
least you've done the work in your first ship to get some research out of it.
Like, if I was trying to just spade it, I'd just first spawn it every time, get like 400 points and win the match, and then do it again. But
Yeah.
the Sea Whiz is pretty good. It's got a decent amount of, well, it's not got loads of ammo, but it's got enough. The torpedoes are terrible, but
There aren't,
Yeah.
you have a lot
you
of
get
them.
8 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's alright.
Mm,
If it
And
had AP shells, it would be great.
about the lower ranks, what would be a great boat there?
OD
The
200.
191M, is that still good?
It's
3.0 nowadays.
Mm.
mm,
Like in tournament settings, they used to be really good, but those 14.5s just don't really cut it nowadays anymore.
no.
Okay,
1, 2,
the 85 is stabilized nowadays, so you do have a bit more hit chance with it, but just doesn't cut it.
Oh no, you use the 14.5s.
Yeah, but those just
Yeah.
you get out
Yeah.
damaged by almost everything.
The 123s are nice little boats.
Yep.
Rear guns, but they're fast. The 37 on the 1124 late is pretty good, although it's a weird angle. But if you know how to approach a fight, it's very spicy.
OD 200 has a 37 at 17. Sure, it's
Yep.
squishy, but you can lay down fire very well with it.
I'm not the biggest fan of the 37. It doesn't feel as punchy or like as damage
It's not
dealing
as punchy.
as the Bofors
No,
does.
it isn't.
But yeah, that's
It isn't,
definitely
but,
a nice little low BR boat.
Kind of
then
like the BMO, but that's just because it's got a forward 37.
Yeah, but the BMO
it's a
nowadays
bit too
is,
high tier.
Yeah, the BMO nowadays is 3.0. I was actually going to put it as a contender for the worst ship.
yeah, it's not great.
1204 with the rear 25.
Eh,
I think you're just listing good boats at this point, Trick.
Yeah, none of them. They've got a very nice coastal lineup in that area, but none of them are like exceptional. It's more just like they're all decent.
they all have
They've all
something
got
unique
good
and
guns.
interesting about them.
How long video do you want, Rowan? This is already an hour.
You see that
Well, you
it's
can
just
keep
because
going.
that was our tournament staple, was all those mid-tier Russian coastals.
Yeah.
It's like the
we're
meta kept
nostalgic.
shifting. Like, do you remember the 186 domination?
I don't
With
think
the-
I was- I
oh
don't
yeah,
think
the
I was
186
there.
with the-
yes,
The 186
yeah.
with the
5
285s.
The 585's 186. You,
Where you
you
took
have an armored
three
boat. You
three
have,
Russians and 2 Japanese.
yeah. And you needed your 85s to destroy their 85s or 186s, and if you couldn't do that, then you just lost because low guns couldn't.
They are armored, yes. I think I actually have that. I think I bought an ace on that for tournaments.
Yeah, I think
But
I
yeah,
did too.
the Russians have a nice mix of medium. It's probably one of the most fun coastal. If you could only play coast, like if you
I think-
weren't seeing destroyers, it would be just
It definitely has the greatest variety.
either them or
Ooh,
Japan anyway.
yeah. Now, the worst Russian boats?
The Groza?
Yeah, possibly.
MO4.
MO4. I mean, it's a 1.0, so it's...
It's hard to pick a reserve. Well, was it an X reserve? I don't know.
No, the
Don't know, I
G5 was reserved. The MO4 was 1.7 once upon a time too.
yeah,
it was
so
bad.
nowadays...
Like
It's
the
also
Yenet?
it has a very fun shell. If you look at the MO4, right? Look at its shells because there's one really funny shell that it has.
okay, yeah, so it's a bit of a noob trap in that regard.
Yeah.
was
Because
at the
it
bottom
has...
of the list.
No, it's the second unlockable HE shell.
Oh, the muzzle velocity.
Yeah, so it's
Yes.
a
Oh,
it's a really
okay.
big noob trap because it has the highest explosive mass of all of the shells, but the muzzle velocity is so low it is next to useless.
Why is it? Why is the pen 3mm and the
Because
bottom one is 23mm? Is it just kinetic?
the bottom is base fuse.
Yeah,
Ah,
and it is kinetic. Yeah,
okay. Okay.
so that
But yeah, again, the Russians don't have anything stand out terrible. Even the
MPKPR
Grossers.
11331M. I
the
just talked
frigates,
about
yeah,
the frigate with the
the rear
Yeah,
76
I
with
guess.
only HE.
At
Also,
least the Yenet has.
we kind of completely glossed
guns.
over this when we talked about good ships. The PR204.
Oh yes,
yeah.
that thing
Yeah.
dominates. It
It has the
dominates
RBU.
if
RBU
you can show your
6000s.
side enough.
It has high rate of fire, twin 57s with AP in the middle. Okay, it does have
Good
awkward.
rockets.
Having spaded it, the one thing I've noticed is that it's a really good boat if you can get in the correct position.
Yes, it's
Yes.
like on those coastal maps where it's you can head to like the B point from the coastal spawn, so you're at an angle and just murder all the boats while you get there.
Yeah, because
That's
if
what it
you're
does.
if you are caught moving to a position, you are usually toast.
Yeah, like you play on Volcanic Island and you're not killing things
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
unless they let you get into the middle and hide behind an island or something. But
I think that's probably enough Russian tactical glazing for now.
But yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
give you a hot take
Oh,
on the worst Russian boat also, by the way.
okay.
MBK 161 late.
is that just
Where
because
is
it's
it on?
overtiered?
No.
Because that
No,
thing
if we
used
want
to
to
be
talk about
great.
yes, but
Is it
there
not
is
great
a
anymore?
there's a reason why I say the 161 late here.
Hmm.
It has a lot of armor, like very much a lot of armor. Like you can sort of not die unless the enemy uses armor-piercing shells
Hmm.
against you specifically. But with recent waves, and you only have two, and your good guns are the T-34 guns, the
Yeah.
76s, not the 85s on the 186. And the fact that you are so slow means that you're never, you will very rarely end up at the point when there's a fight.
Hmm.
And if you do end up in a fight, you will rock forwards and backwards so much you can't aim your guns where you want to aim them because you're
It's a,
such a thing.
it's a
That's a
bit better nowadays because the guns are stabilized, but they do still bottom
Yes.
out, of course.
Yeah.
it's the
It's like the
like
guns are stabilized, but your vessel is not
Yeah.
stabilized.
I mean, a lot of the problems we have with coastal is unstabilized guns.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the things, like the V990 would be great if it was stabilized.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it's like the MPK it moves at 25 kph. So like, and the fast cappers are already gone to the cap, gone everything. So like, so you're not gonna get anything. And at 37, you're gonna be facing a lot of bigger ships with blue water damage model that you can't really fight. Your entire thing is that you have so much armor that other things can't kill you. Put it at tier where everyone has the guns to kill you.
Yeah. But okay. Shall we move on to Britain?
I think I know what
Yeah,
might
trick.
actually. Well, I'm the British main, I guess. HMS Leopard is a destroyer.
Yeah,
It's
but
a
that's
slightly slow destroyer
Are we
in
going
the
to the
coastal
coastal?
tree.
So
Oh,
we're going to the
sorry,
coastal
I'm
fleet
just on
first, or
We
coastal.
are
blue
in
water?
the blue water tree
For the
first,
blue
so
water tree. Ooh, blue water tree. What's the best? Hmm.
See, this is
I mean,
the
my
thing I
ex
have with
favorite was London.
this is the thing I have with Britain is that they don't really have anything stand out. I think I do have a vote for worst ship for like best ship.
Like
yeah.
London was my favorite ship for a long time. Back when 5.7, actually it's still at 5.7, huh? But back when 5.7 was the max and it was heavy cruiser fights, London was my favorite. It's
That is-
probably aged slightly by now.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
So actually, 5.7 counted. I should play them again because 5.7 is still a pretty good BR for cruisers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Liverpool is tanky.
And the new
London
Fiji.
has good guns. I haven't played Fiji yet.
Neither have I, but should be decent.
Also, Britain does have the Glorious, which is I think the lowest like BR battle cruiser, or at least the lowest
Technically
decent
not.
one.
Yeah, because
Tied with Invincible.
Japan has them as well.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
Glorious and the Invincible are actually good, right?
Glorious is
What is
well,
Japan's?
special.
Well, Invincible is good at the BR it is because it has four 12-inch dual guns at 5.7 and still moves at 50 kph. You can see this thing in a Fletcher.
Yep.
British destroyers are all right as long as you take the later battle classes that don't have the rack problem that the early
The
ones do.
Diana and Daring and Diamond. Those three are great.
I have a
Yeah,
really
the
hard
Tobruk.
time calling one of them my favorite. The thing is, in the past, I did have a soft spot for the hunt classes, so the Calp and the Brisenten. I think they used to be 4.0 at some point as well.
Yes,
And
they
those were
came out
some
for a
really
Yeah.
mean early destroyers
I
back in the day.
I think the hunt classes are one of my most played ships from that period.
Because they were really,
Yeah.
really mean little destroyers back then. Because of the thing is, they had really good turret reverse, which got nerfed afterwards to like half or even less.
Mm.
And I think the reload rate even got a bit of a nerf as well, compared to the first introduction. But I'm not too sure on that.
Yeah, Calp is my... If I sort by battles... Yeah, Calp was my 9th most played ship. With... Yeah, it was pretty good. I think I basically spaded the tree with Calp.
Yeah.
Back when it was... I think it used to be like a tier 3 or something, didn't it?
Yeah. I mean, when it came out, it was destroyers of rank 3, yeah.
I think if I had to name a British ship my favorite, it would probably be one of their battleships, actually. Because they have a really, really solid battleship progression.
Prince of Wales I have been playing recently, and it is kind of fun.
I still need
Not
to
sure
get
how good it is, but it's fun.
Yeah, the 7-7 lineup for Britain looks incredibly good. I played Repulse fairly recently to get Vanguard, and that was solid. You know, decent battlecruiser for the BR. But I have a hard time naming one like my favorite or the best ship in the tree. When it comes to the worst ships, though.
My favorites will
Belfast.
go to the closest.
No. There is one undisputed worst ship in the British Blue Water Tree.
It probably used to be Belfast.
Hello, HMS Churchill.
Hello, HMS Churchill, indeed.
Well, it's the worst ship in the game, so we can't recount that.
The old British Reserve. With
one gun wonder.
A Clemson class with a single 4-inch gun, which is not particularly accurate, not particularly good.
Also,
sorry.
Yeah.
This is not the 4-inch gun that's on the other Clemsons or the things. This is the 4-inch gun that is on the British coastals. On the, I think it's on the Brentford.
It's not the same gun. It's not the same gun. It's much longer.
Yeah, but it sounds like, but it is not the same good gun that is on the Clemsons.
Yeah, it is not the same.
Worse.
It does have better AA than the US Clemson.
It has way better AA, and back in the day when it was first introduced, where that actually could meaningfully deal damage to destroyers, that was pretty mean. Nowadays, it's just bad.
It is the same gun as on the Brantford, the Flower class.
Oh, is it?
It is the same gun as on the Flower class. Yes.
Yeah, we don't use the main gun on the Flower class. You
hold on, is it actually?
You use the second one on the Flower class, don't you?
It is.
Oh my god, it is.
Has it got the same shells?
Yes. The same shells, same gun, everything.
It's just the gun shield that made me think that the Flower class's gun was so much shorter.
But you use the 40s in the Flower class, so... Or is it the 20s?
Yeah.
The 40, yeah.
Both.
But that's...
So that was the British Reserve destroyer for a while. That's what we had to use.
Honourable mention to the Hawkins, because...
Yeah, the Hawkins is definitely the next one.
Is the equivalent of the Spey when it was introduced, and that was just painful when I played it. It's like, I'll play the Hawkins. Oh, it's terrible.
Another
and they're like, oh, it's got 7.5-inch guns. Oh, great.
So the guns are not particularly great. The thing that was most painful about Hawkins, especially back in the day with how overpressure worked, is they're all open turrets. They're just gun shields. So they're painfully easy to just knock out with a stray HE shell.
No, my vote is HMS Belfast.
It is the namesake
It's because it's a
of
premium,
Belfast
so
syndrome.
people are like, oh, I'll play HMS Belfast. It's a premium. Also, it's famous and cool. And then you play it, and I mean, I haven't played it in a long time. Are all the crew still just sitting around on the deck?
I have heard very mixed opinions recently. I've heard people actually like the ship in recent times.
Oh, maybe it's
I don't own it myself, but for those that aren't in the know, the Belfast, well, its crew layout formed the name for, well, the Belfast syndrome, what we call it with certain ships, is where the majority of their crew isn't in their actual citadel or in their engines and stuff, but just out in the open in various unarmored sections of the ship. And Belfast was so particularly bad with it that you probably could HE to death back in the day, couldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You could... Like, you'd shoot it, you just launch a volley into its midsection, and, like, 40% of its crew would die.
Yep.
Yeah, like, all the crew sections were, like, above the armored section in the ship. So you didn't even care about the armor, you just shot it, and you killed all the crew.
And yeah, it coined the phrase Belfast syndrome, and there's a few other ships that suffer from it.
Yeah.
Noticeably, in my mind, the Myokos.
Yeah.
But
Milkos have that.
yeah, I
Well,
don't. I don't actually own Belfast myself, and I have heard a few people in recent times liking it, but it is.
There's
I
been
need to
enough
confirm
damage
it.
model changes that I probably should revisit it. But
Yeah.
you compare it to the Liverpool. Like,
The
the Liverpool is better in almost every way, except it's got one less turret.
Yep.
But you rarely need that turret anyway.
Back in the day, it was also 5.3, which was incredibly mean, because those are excellent guns for the BR.
Yeah.
And the Liverpool has front turret armor compared to the other, like,
Mhm.
Southampton classes. Well,
Yes.
town classes. Maybe, actually, it's pretty similar to the Belfast, but Belfast syndrome just means that doesn't matter.
Hmm.
But yeah, I should probably revisit it. But it's such bad memories from such a great ship. Like, I bought it on launch until I figured out the issues. It's like, if it worked properly, it'd be fine because the guns are all right.
Yeah, it should be an
If
all-white
if you
cruiser.
ignore one, it'll murder you. But
It's an all-white cruiser if it isn't for Belfast syndrome. But then,
Yeah.
moving on to the coastal tree.
ooh, what's the best? Steam gunboat's fun, but probably not. As
I
I said,
want to raise Terra Nova as a contender nowadays.
The best.
Yes.
See, I only remember
Nova.
it when it was the worst. Is it the best now?
It is
With,
among
with,
the.
with several HE reworks, it is a real mean ship when facing destroyers.
Yeah.
And it's great AA.
Yep.
Oh wait,
because it
the
has
muzzle
stock
velocity
VT.
is over 1,000. Okay.
Yes. It's because it's the secondary of HMS Tiger. So it's a
Oh, I
really
was going to
rapid
mention
fire
HMS
rate.
Tiger.
Yeah, really rapid fire rate twin 76 with high velocity. It's a really good gun nowadays that HE actually does something to destroyers. Then you said
Leopard is a destroyer that's slow.
yeah.
So
It's kind of fragile though, and the guns
the guns are good.
they're good, but they're
Well,
Sorry,
a bit unreliable sometimes. There can be a bit
maybe.
hit or miss.
but then you could say the same about Blagorodny.
Yeah. But I
Uh,
think
Peacock's
Two very good-
4-3. Ouch. I used to
Yeah.
like Peacock.
yeah, Peacock is not what it used to be.
Peacock is 4-3 and Blackpool is 3-7. How does that make sense?
It just makes sense, apparently. Honorable mentions definitely go towards the Brentford and the Liscombe.
Yes, the little
Just-
tanky rank 2s.
Yeah, just because they're tanky. I think their main gun is too unreliable to actually have fun with, but they have plenty of secondary armament to deal with smaller coastals, and you do still have the big gun if you deal with armored coastals.
It's they're sort of like mini 802s, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll come to Spey when we get to the French tree. Got
That
words about Spey.
very many
HMS
words.
Spey.
So,
I like it, but the French get a better version. So.
are we going to the worst ships for Britain then? British coastals?
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
because I think
one
the-
contender.
I'm curious because I think I have the same one, but please go ahead.
Well, does yours have an H in it?
It might.
Yeah, it's the Fairmile H.
The Fairmile, the one with the
The Valentine
turret,
turret. Yeah.
It is just painfully slow. The Valentine turret is next to useless.
The 20
It's-
mils don't overlap fields of fire, so
They
you can
don't.
fire one. I think
Yep.
that might be the tiniest overlap, but the waves even
Yeah.
would disrupt it.
Yeah. It is just a painful boat. It's also not particularly armored, so there's a massive ammo rack in the front. It is
So
bad.
when people say play the LCS, don't play the Fairmile H LCS.
Mhm. How are the
I
like,
disagree. Like I kind of liked Thermal Age, but
Why?
because 20s are good and it's tanky.
how are the other Fairmiles nowadays? Like the early
Bad.
Fairmiles.
I know that
Bad
the
thing.
Mollen's gun's actually not terrible now.
The
The
Molten
57
guns are
mil.
That
great,
one is
but,
pretty
you know,
good. But like I'm talking about the Fairmile B ML345 and the Fairmile A ML100.
Oh, the Fairmile D's are good. I'm not sure about the B's.
The B's are.
A is
What
not
I remember-
good, B is
the
not
things-
good, C is not good.
I haven't
C is
played them.
okay. C
I
is
haven't
not great, but it's okay.
I haven't played them in literal years, and I remember their hulls being incredibly unstable and just rolling all the time.
Maybe I haven't played them in a while.
They're
I haven't played them in
unstable,
years
and
either.
it's more that they're so fragile. It takes like 2 HE shots to just black out a big section of the ship. So it's like you don't live long enough to do anything. It doesn't matter how good guns you have.
I mean, you could say that about a lot of coastal. I think
Yeah,
the
but
main
these are
problem
huge.
is
These are huge too. Is the issue?
well, the C's aren't, the D's are.
Yeah.
But I think the main problem is they've got 40 mils that aren't Bofors.
Yep.
Like the pom poms are okay, but they're not Bofors.
Mm-hmm.
If you put Bofors on those things, they'd be like, "Oh, it's a great boat." It'd be a glass cannon, but then most of the boats at this sort of level are.
Most Bofer
Yeah,
boats are, but the Bofors just makes up for it.
Yeah, that's why I will say like one of the worst ships, the Fairmile C332. Because
Yeah.
this Fairmile
Yeah, yeah.
330,
2.
the one at 30, rank 4.
Mm.
Because it has like two different pom-poms, kind of.
Oh, there. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, compare it to the Grey Fox, the SGV, and
Yeah.
the SGV is. The SGV should probably get an like honourable best because
Yeah,
it's got
the
forward-mounted guns and armour.
Mhm. Yep. The
And then, of
SGB is a really
course-
solid little PT boat.
Yeah. And then of course we have to mention the MTB Vosper.
Why do
Which
we have to
one?
mention the Vosper?
The Vosper or the Vosper 2?
You talk about the Lewis
Uh,
guns.
The Vosper 1.
The Lewis guns, yeah.
The one with the two 7.4
Hey,
dual 7.7
it's not the worst
guns.
armed boat in the game because the French exist.
No,
I
the
know, but the
Japanese
thing is-
exist, and we'll get to it.
The Japanese exists when we get to that one. And I will fight you when we get to the French, by the way. I will fight you on this. But yeah.
Okay. So, speaking of Japan, let's go to their Blue Water Tree. And
Ooh,
then the question
best?
is best. Yeah.
Oh, I think for me, it's got to be the Akazuki.
The thing
Just
is-
because of that patch where the HE patch that was bugged,
Mhm.
and it suddenly became the best ship in the game for about 2
Yeah,
weeks.
Going from being the absolute worst ship around to being the best.
That's the thing. A lot of the Japanese destroyers live or die on how HE is modelled
Yep.
because it's their only option. Well, for most of them. So
think-
if they've got good HE shells, they're good.
My contender is actually going to be premiums mainly. Because
Wait, is the
Yukikaze.
Is the Shimakaze the same BR as the Akazuki now? I thought it was 5.3.
No, Shimakaze's
No.
5.0. Was it ever
Yeah,
5.3? I
okay.
don't recall it ever being 5.3. It might have been.
I seem to remember the Shimakaze was higher than the Akazuki at some point.
Oh, yeah, the Akazuki used to be 4.7 at some point.
Oh, that's it then.
Yeah. Akisuka went up.
But yeah, my
Why did...
my current favorite for Japan, if I'm going just off of playing it, is Yukikaze probably. It's a premium vessel. Okay, it's a rank 3, but it's 4.0 and it still has really good SL modifiers. So it is
What-
still a standard Japanese destroyer, but you get
What's
really
the
good rewards out of it.
equivalent?
Is
Is it not got
in
a
the
tech
tech tree?
equivalent?
Not really,
No, not really.
because there's no 4-gun destroyers in the tech tree.
Okay. Is it just like a down, like an Iron Army with one less turret and a few
More like a
secondaries?
Yugumo with one less turret.
Okay.
Iron Army is a bit bigger than it. Or a bit taller. Other than that,
I like the Udachi, just because it's 4.3 and it's got fun torps.
I have a hard time being unbiased in my opinion here, but Oyodo, unironically, a really fun 5.3 cruiser.
Yeah, no, I can see Oyoro.
Because those guns are decent. They're the same guns as on the Suzuya later, but 5.3.
Yeah, you can't really fault those guns.
Yep.
I will give an honorable mention to Nagato.
Yeah. If it isn't for its abhorrent pricing.
Yeah, pricing, again, I won't talk about gameplay performance. Nagato is still probably up there.
Nagato is definitely
Because
up
it's
there.
good. And it has like 20-second reload or something than one of those guns. That is insane.
Hmm. Then worst ships, or do you have another good ship to add, Trek?
Is the Yubari good? I can't remember if it's good or bad.
I,
Didn't
I,
it?
that,
Doesn't it alternate? I remember it being
Yeah,
both.
yeah,
I
yeah.
have a
It,
soft
it
spot for
alternates.
it. It was bad for a while when the 140 SAP was modeled kind of incorrectly. That's been
Oh yeah,
fixed.
that was it.
The guns perform good, and I definitely have a soft spot for Yobari. It's a very fun little cruiser. And the
And
47 line,
you have to give the Agano a mention, obviously being
I
your
mean,
favorite ship.
obviously, yeah, but it's together with 5.3, and at 5.3, I think I prefer Oyodo.
Mm.
I have a soft spot for pretty much all the Japanese ships, but in terms of actual fun out of it, I think Oyodo does beat Agano.
There are some fun ships.
Yeah.
I remember
Speaking of not fun ships, though,
Mm-hmm.
the Ikoma.
Ikoma is definitely up there for struggle buses.
Well, the
Yep.
Setsu's pretty bad.
I haven't played a Setsu since I spaded it, I think, because you just... Why would you? You have nothing
Setsu's
else at
pretty
that BR.
Setsu's pretty bad. Yeah, and it has no BR exactly. So I will Setsu. I will put in a tab for Isuzu.
Yes, I can definitely see Isuzu being one of the worst because of
Which one's a Suzu? I'm thinking
the
of the Coastal.
the cruiser at 4.7 rank 3. It is not a
Oh
Kuma,
yeah.
but it's the same type of cruiser, full anti-air refit. So it carries the short-barreled 5-inch guns.
Oh, the destroyer frigate Isuzu. Oh, ships sharing names shouldn't be allowed.
It shouldn't be, but it is apparently.
I mean, Tsugaru also pretty bad, but it's a
Uh,
destroyer. So I mean,
yeah, it's still it also has the kind of weak guns, but at 4.0, it's less bad.
yeah. Again, I would. That's not one of my worst. I'm just comparing it to the Isuzu,
Hmm.
which like this is basically the same armament that's at point 0.7 lower with a better spawn.
Yep.
I remember Carco is another thing that's oscillated competency.
Yeah, so
like it used to be terrible.
yeah, it had really bad dispersion. It also came released as a 5.3, but then it went all
Wait,
the
what
way
was that?
down to
It was released equivalent to something good.
no,
wasn't
it was
like,
no, it wasn't.
No.
It was the first heavy cruiser together with Furitaka.
that's it.
So it was unique for a time being.
Was that back when Gaijin didn't know the difference between a heavy and a light cruiser?
I think it actually started a new rank with it. I'm not entirely sure.
This is gonna be in our history episode
That's
later on.
that's for another episode,
True.
yeah, but we'll get back to that.
Yeah.
But so
it
yeah,
doesn't seem as
Kako,
explodey these days.
Mm. probably not. Depends on whether you take torpedoes with you or not.
Yeah.
But it went all the way down to 4.7 and was quite good at 4.7 together with Isuzu, Yubari, Akizuki. It made a really nice solid 4.7 lineup. But with the recent decompression of Leviathans, it's now 5.0. And it's not terrible at 5.0 together with the other cruisers and Akizuki still. But it's not noticeable either. At least in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, which of the battleships are exploding these days? Is the Hyuga
so-
still exploding?
Hyuga,
Ise, Fuso.
Ise kind of less so, but yeah, still does explode. Fuso, Amagi, kind of. Actually, yeah. And famously, the Yamatos are incredibly explosion
Well,
prone.
yeah. Yeah,
But
the Yamatos
I
do
don't want to
suffer
call them bad ships, because they aren't. It's okay, they're explosion prone, but they still have excellent guns.
Yeah.
I guess the Tama?
It's a 5.0 cruiser. You can't really fault those 5.0 cruisers too much.
I just don't remember when you get... it's like the first cruiser you kind of got to back in the day, and it was so bad. And
Back
then you
in
have
the
to go
day,
through
yes.
the Agano, and
Also,
until you
because
got like the Furitaka, which is
you might
actually
also
good.
be remembering the time where the sap shells were just useless on those
Yeah.
140s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nowadays, they're fine.
But yeah, the Japanese Blue Water Fleet has ups and downs.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as it used to be.
No, it's definitely not as like beginner friendly or as universally easy to get into. It needs certain adjustments to playstyle to get the most out of some ships.
And we
Yeah.
can't mention them without mentioning the long lance.
Yeah, the long lance being quite famous, although, yeah, torpedoes are a bit of a weird thing in realistic battles, as that's our experience, isn't it? Realistic battles.
Yeah,
They're
you
not
have to,
as reliable a thing, although
especially on.
the
Sorry.
Japanese torpedoes are an actual semi-reliable torpedo to use in realistic battles.
They really suffer from the angles on a lot of the ships, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like the cruisers, you can't, you can't drop them at the start of a match.
Nope, you have to
Can't
go
do a
all the way
full.
broadside out.
You can't do a full lock because you'll probably hit one of your teammates,
Yeah.
or one of your teammates will run in front of your torps. So like it works for the destroyers because your angles are a lot better on some of them.
On some of them, yeah, not all of them.
That's why I like the Udachi, I think.
Shall we move to the coastal fleet?
The best Japanese coastals. I mean,
I do have a soft spot for things like the Isuzu.
They they have
the JDS Ayanami.
yeah, they're
You know,
was Ayanami always a 4-3?
that might have been a 4-0 back in the day, but
Yeah, I don't
have-
recall it being a 4-3.
I've unlocked it and not bought it.
But the modern frigates for Japan are pretty solid. You know, Chikigo, Ikazuchi, Isuzu,
Oh, the
Ayanami.
Ikazuchi, that's the one I remember liking.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's 3-3.
Some of their later stuff is also pretty decent. I've got soft spots for stuff like the Type 5, the Type T-38,
The Type
Yeah.
7.
Type
The
7.
K7.
The K7. Yeah, they used to be like 2-3 though, weren't they?
yeah.
They were monsters
K3
at
yeah.
2-3.
At
And
3,
then you have
3.0, they're lesser, but they're still
Yeah.
decent. Especially with the recent introduction of Kari.
Oh, one of my earliest naval memories is the triple rear Type 51,
Yes, which is changed now. It no longer has a triple rear 25.
but one of them does, right? That version still exists
Well,
somewhere.
no, the Battle Pass one has a dual rear 25.
Got
yes.
rid of the triple.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
Yes,
that's
they
sad.
instead, because apparently it was a historical inaccuracy, when they introduced the other one with the dual rear one, they changed it. So it no longer has a triple rear one, it just has 3 single mounts, 2 forward, 1 rear.
It would be very hard to load the middle gun in a triple mount.
Yeah. It's a lot better of a ship with 3 single mounts. You have a lot more firepower and a lot more options with it. It's a really good boat nowadays, actually. Probably up there with my favorites.
The triple rear mounting was very much a playing chicken, where
Yeah,
you
it
tried to
was-
get into position and at the last moment just swing it out and murder people.
Yep. And then or like reverse around the corner slowly,
Yeah, you could
Sta-
do that.
put a burst into people and full forward to get out of there again. It was a fun boat back in the day, even with its
Ooh.
restrictions.
Yeah.
Hang on, I know what my favorite Japanese coastal is.
Mhm.
It's the Kachi.
We're not going to bring that
Ha-ha!
up now. No, we're not. No, we're not.
Ha-ha!
Kachi, it's a lovely little boat.
Yeah.
shut up,
Got
all
a
of you.
stabilized mount. It can tank shots from the front. It
I
crew
shall
in
now
it.
add
is a
context
tank.
for the listeners. So, as a fanboy of the Japanese Navy and a collector of all things Japanese Navy, I never got the Kachi. I missed out on the event back then. All my friends have it. Everybody, apparently. And then it came up as a reward in the loot box. I also missed it there because another tank I didn't get, and I got that instead of the Kachi. It was a Battle Pass loot box thing.
Yeah.
It has
It's
also
not-
come up several times in the SL loot boxes, and I've never gotten it from them. And technically speaking, I actually can't do those SL loot boxes either because I live in Belgium. So it's
It's your
weird.
white whale.
It is genuinely.
It is it's not on the market, is it?
No, it isn't.
And
No.
also
I would have
it-
already gotten
is
it if it was.
Is it Navy? Is it made by the Navy?
No.
No, it's by
actually,
the Army.
I shouldn't say that. I'm not sure.
Because I know the Japanese Army versus Navy is a whole thing, and like the Army had ships and the Navy had tanks and stuff.
Well, you
I don't
actually
know.
you see some of that in the coastal tree as well. Like for example, everything with the type designation is a naval vessel, like from the Navy. Everything else is an army boat. Or if you look at the World War II boats, so like for example, the Sokotes and the Hago are army boats. You can also tell by their armament And that made me realize that I'm actually wrong. The Type 5 is also an army boat.
No, the Type 3 Kachi is a Navy tank.
Okay. But yeah,
Anyway, that's a bit
back
of an
to the
aside.
coastal tree.
Yeah.
So the good ships. I would also raise the Type 4 Mod 4, the one with the propellers on it.
That is kind of fun.
It is fun. Also,
Not
just
great,
because it's
but it's
bugged
fun.
and they've never fixed it properly.
Oh?
So you see the rear 20mm? The dual 20mm on it?
Yeah.
You see how it has one of these guiding wires as well, so it doesn't shoot into its own bridge?
Or does that just not
Yeah,
work?
it doesn't work though.
It doesn't
So
work.
just-
It doesn't work. You can't
just
just
go
shoot
through
straight forward. So
Oh,
your guns
fun.
will clip through the guiding wire and just work perfectly fine in the forward
Wait,
arc.
it doesn't have a guiding wire for the engines.
Yeah,
That doesn't
Yeah.
seem a good idea.
it doesn't, but hey, it will actually automatically raise though when you look behind you.
Okay, so you
in-game.
can't shoot the propellers off.
You can't now. I
It
think
is kind of a unique. It's worth it just for being a unique propulsion system,
Mhm.
really.
So the Japanese have quite a few fun good boats, but the bad boats. There's
Hello,
a few.
Sokute.
Hello, Sokotes.
That's an
I-
army boat, right?
Yes, they are. I do have a bit of a soft spot for the Sokotes because they are just goofy little goobers. they're low BR as well, so they're not really much too difficult to work with.
No, but the first one. Hey, I have a 37mm gun. Cool. And then we have two 6.5mm guns.
Yep.
So it's like, okay, cool, whatever. Next Sokote. Oh, we've upgraded it at least to 7.7s. That's good.
And
And given
twin
it a
ones,
57.
two twin 7.7s as well.
Yeah.
It looks
Then we
so
also talk about the-
weird.
It does, and I love it.
Yeah. They're super slow too, is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course we have to mention the T1, which only has two
That
single
is the one I
7.7s.
wanted to mention when we were talking about the least armed coastal vessels. The T1 is genuinely terrible.
Or at least the Vosper has 8 guns.
Yeah, this one has 2. In big glass domes, which count as the entire turret, so they get taken out incredibly easily.
How
Yep.
many torpedoes does it have?
2.
Two.
Oh, okay, I could only see one. I thought it was a single. Oh, they're 120 kilograms. Ooh, that's not great.
They're not big torpedoes. Wait, what?
No.
Oh yeah, the 120 kilogram TNT. It's not a great boat in general.
Can give an honorable mention to the rear fire angle on the PT-15.
Yeah,
It's a good
PT-15
boat,
Don't-
but just
don't-
that one aspect
Don't,
makes it painful.
don't,
then
don't.
There's the boat we're forgetting about that I will mention as the worst one, the PT-802.
What's the PT-802?
Okay, I get you.
So,
I get
It
where
might
you're
be
coming
weird to hear when I was saying the praise of the PTF-7 in the American tree at 1.7, but this is a 2.0 rear-mounted Bofors boat.
Oh, with the torpedoes. Ooh.
But the torpedoes, as you can see, block the firing arc tremendously.
You only get 180 arc on
Yes.
the rear.
Yes,
from.
you
No,
do.
you don't. No, you don't. Here's the thing: you can fire between the bridge and the torpedo.
Oh,
in
yeah,
that little 2-degree thing.
Yeah,
you can do it, but it's
It's not-
bad.
there's no point in
it's
doing it.
bad.
So you look at it and you think, okay, what if I just go into battle in reverse, right?
No.
But I have noticed it'll drift to either left or right if you sail it in reverse, because it has a square rear.
Oh.
Yes.
So if you're
Yes,
in
it
your
does.
gun sight in reverse, eventually you will notice that you can no longer shoot at somebody because you've turned around in 180 degrees without any rudder input, and it's so annoying.
Yeah. I
Is the
want to give an honorable
Akabono-
mention as
Is the Akabono
worst.
good?
The
Can't remember.
Akabono,
Akabono is Ikuzuchi.
is it's Ikuzuchi, but slightly faster.
Okay. I'm thinking. Oh, I think I'm getting mixed up with the Italian premium frigate thing.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Sky,
didn't
you
mention
wanted,
the PGO2.
yeah, Sky, you were going to do an
It's
honorable
fine.
mention as well for a bad ship, or
Oh, sorry.
Shidori.
Chidori. Yeah, Chidori is a frigate I want to rant about because
Oh,
that is
yeah.
genuinely half a Mutsuki at a higher BR.
I always get.
Yeah.
Every time I hear Chidori, I think Chikugo, which is all right,
Mhm.
and it takes me a while to remember what the Chidori is. It's got a bit of a Groza syndrome of being like
Yeah, but
weird.
at least the Groza is a lower BR than the reserve destroyer.
Yeah, and Grossa has at least 37s to do something with it.
I
This
mean,
thing
you
has
have 25s on
25s.
this, so you can do some coastal work. But again, it spawns of destroyers, has half the firepower of the Mitsuki, is slower than Mitsuki, has 1/6 of the torpedo load of a Mitsuki, and okay, it has 25s, but who cares? It's just, and
Yeah,
to top it all off, it is the top tier frigate. So it's the most expansive ship in the Coastal Tree too.
Oh,
yep.
gunboats destroyer spawn, right?
Not always.
If they are orange in the
I
tick
think
tree,
that
they're
one
destroyer
is
spawns.
though.
Which one is?
The Chidori.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
it's.
Chidori is that's frigate spawn, destroyer spawn. Yeah, if it had a
Oh,
coastal spawn, it would be great, but it doesn't.
is the Shonan still a massive magazine that explodes?
It's a 25 mm magazine explodes violently.
Yeah.
That's the problem with it. But Shonan is okay because it is a lower BR. It also a while ago now has got an extra gun in the rear, so it has three 120s, which isn't bad.
What is the
She's
Shisaka?
is also Shonan,
Another
but
shonen.
yeah,
Do I not have it? Oh,
It
I've
was
got
an
the
event
coupon.
vehicle.
Okay. I just haven't redeemed it.
hmm
But yeah, we can't not mention the PG-802. It's kind of a monster.
the PGO2, yeah. Well,
The PG-02,
it's
sorry.
definitely
802.
yeah.
Putting it in the same classification in my brain.
It's not as much as a monster as it used to be.
No. And you do have to be very careful you don't jam it.
hmm
But if you can
It's a lot
manage
more
that.
fragile. The gun is a bit less reliable. There's a
But
lot
it
of
can.
things over the years that have gotten introduced to the 3.3 battle rating that are a lot more dangerous than PGO2.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
still have to treat it with respect.
You do,
Yes, you do.
But also a lot of opponents at those kind of BRs are tending to be tankier ships as well nowadays.
True.
Like Amiens, I don't
We'll
know.
get to that.
We'll get to that, but you see a lot more tankier ships than you used to. So we're done with the bad ships for Japanese Coastal Tree, I assume. No more honorable mentions to
No,
mention.
Yeah, I can't think of any more.
no.
Then we shall move on to the Italian Blue Water Tree.
Well,
So good ships.
our our illustrious co-host has his choice, and I'm inclined to agree that it's the Polar.
Yep, the Pola slash Zara.
Yeah.
I
Very
will say,
one of the best ships.
yeah, but it is a bit
Now.
awkward nowadays being the only 6.0 ships in the Italian tree.
Yes.
But with two of them and a backup.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Wait,
And
where is
arguably, you
the
could up tier some of the 5.7s probably as well.
Yes.
where is the Zara? Oh, it's
Uh,
a rank above it. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I will give also.
No, we have to describe
Ma-
the Polar a bit. We have to.
Okay.
It-
Why is
it's
Pola so
got-
great?
It's got decent guns. It's decently up. It's just all round above average in most aspects.
For a
Which
heavy
makes it-
cruiser. Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't have any like. I don't think it's a massive rack these days. I think it went through
No,
a
it
small
isn't.
phase, but
Yeah, no.
it's got.
It's-
I
it
think it's
suffers-
got a float plane.
It suffers
it?
a
Yeah.
little bit from Belfast syndrome.
Okay. Mainly at shorter ranges, though.
Yeah, it has a pretty decently armored citadel for a cruiser.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a fun cruiser. Like it's
Yep.
probably their best cruiser,
Yeah.
and like at 6.0, it compares favorably to a lot of cruisers. Like compare it to like the British or the Japanese. Maybe not the
Yeah.
Americans. Their 6.0s are a bit stacked.
Well, most of their 6.0s are currently 6.3 for America, remember?
True.
The 6.0s for the US is the Cleveland, Orleans, and Fargo.
Yeah, I guess the Cleveland's just a mini Brooklyn, but
Yeah, the
It's
Clevelands just
still-
don't die.
Polas are definitely very good cruisers. And I'm kind
Yeah,
of
we have to
inclined.
appease the cult of Polar.
We do. I'm also kind of inclined to actually extend that favorability to the 5.7s as well.
But the Eugene,
Yeah,
The
the Savoia,
Bolzano.
Bolzano, Abruzzi. I think they're all pretty good cruisers.
yeah,
They're solid. But I was gonna say another cruiser, which I would pick up as the top of all
Mhm.
of them, and that is the Armando Diaz.
With the recent Battle Pass Luigi Cadorna with it as well, then.
Yes, the Armando Diaz is a little bit better though,
It
for
is a little
certain
bit better,
reasons.
Has torpedoes, better stuff. Float
It has
plane.
torpedoes, it's a little faster, and it has a float plane. That's the main takeaway from the difference between them.
Mhm.
But the reason I put this one above the others is mainly because it's a lower BR. Sure, you don't have any armor, but you get the good guns of the Raimondo, Eugenio, and Abruzzi, but at a much, much lower platform.
Yep.
And at this BR, you fight a lot worse enemies. So your guns are a lot more efficient in dealing with them. Sure,
Yeah,
you cannot take a hit in return, but
it's a solid little cruiser. And I'm kind of inclined to say that that's kind of where it ends for good ships for Italy, for blue water.
there's
I've
one
n-
more, a premium.
Hmm.
The rank 2 Genier premium.
Because it's just a Fletcher.
Because that's just a Fletcher, yes.
wait,
The
is
thing
that,
is,
it's a bit weird to have a rank 2 that's higher BR than, like, a
All
lot
the
of rank
others?
3.
yeah.
Usually it's not higher.
Well, it's kind of weird that we mentioned Giniere, but we brushed over Z4 and the German tree.
Do have a
Because
small...
they have other they have other things. They have other things. We're Italian now. We gotta
Yeah.
use what we have.
I do have
And
a
compared to
small
them,
love...
the Genier is the better thing here.
I do have a small love for the Bartolomeo.
Really?
Just from tournament experience.
Okay.
It-
Because
it
it's
just-
From an experience.
It's because Sky and I just took on the Crim meta by... okay, so
be
the Crim
faster.
meta was
Just be faster.
it was 2v2 cruiser, and Crim was the king because you couldn't kill it. So we had this crazy idea to just both take Bartos and cap, and then win before the Crims could even get to the cap. It worked for a couple of weeks, and then people learnt to counter it. But for those couple of weeks, it was hilarious.
it just has
And
a
that's
very
why I like it. It's
Yeah.
very niche. It's a very niche reason.
my
but it
main
was fun.
issue with it is that its reload rate is quite painful.
Oh, it's
Especially-
not a good ship. No.
Yeah, because of it's early in the tree, so assumedly if you don't have good naval crews yet, its base reload rate is almost 20 seconds for a
Yeah.
5.0 cruiser.
We do often forget when we go back to play things that you don't like. We've all got 80 crews for most of our ships now,
Yeah.
or 80 plus.
Because here's now I was gonna say like, hey, it's time for the bad ships in the Italian Navy, and I was gonna say, Bardo is one of the worst ships.
Oh, yeah.
that the Italian Navy has.
Yeah, I will admit
because-
it is not a good ship, but it was fun, and it gives me
Yeah,
fond
and
memories.
The reason I put the Bardo on the list of the worst ships in the Italian tree is the reason I put the Armando Diaz at the highest, on the best ships in the Italian tree. The Armando Diaz exists at the same BR as the Bardo.
And it's just better in every
These
way.
two are just equivalents to each other. And
I don't think I've
why
played
would
the
you
Armando.
ever in your life have a Bardo in your lineup when you
Well, I
can
mean, the
have
Armando is
Diaz?
new, so it's a recent development.
But this is my time to do my little ranting of this video, right? Okay. So, if you want a list of bad ships in Italian tree, we have the Turbina, we have the Aquila, we have the Dardo, we have the Gricala, we have the Leone, we have the Martini, we have the
just hit the
Corsairs, we have the
destroyers.
Impetuoso.
Stop, because I have to disagree with several of them.
Oh, okay.
The Leone,
Which ones?
remember, that thing came in at 4.7.
It came in 4.7, yes.
It's now 4.0. It's a lot more
It
forgivable.
still explodes from being touched. It
Yeah.
explodes from being
But the
touched,
thing
and
is-
the gun reload is like... These are destroyers. These are 4-0 destroyers. This is like 10-second reload.
But the thing is, I would put the Italian destroyers in the same vein as Japanese ones, where they're just not beginner friendly at all. You need to know what you're doing before actually getting into them.
Yeah, like
Out
if you
of-
miss 2 shots in a row,
Out
like if
of
you don't use that time to correct, you yeah.
out of all the Italian destroyers, I think there's one that's the worst, and I might get some flack for it, but I think it's Da Verrazzano.
Oh, wait, where's
Because
the
okay,
Verrazzano?
it has 6
Oh, there,
guns. It's
okay.
rank 3, 4-3,
But it's
it's slow. It is incredibly slow, and it's large as well.
It doesn't. Yeah.
A
It is
spade
the
top
best
speed.
firepower destroyer.
Yeah, but doesn't it have
kind of.
rear turrets?
It does.
It has.
Oh, no, it's got a
it has
mid
one rear
turret.
turret,
Okay.
a
Yeah.
mid turret, and one front turret.
Yeah, I remember the angles on this thing aren't great though, are they?
But its spaded top speed is just shy of 52 kph. Most cruisers are faster than that,
Yeah.
especially the Italian ones.
I don't remember. Is the Dardo terrible? I seem to remember liking it.
I mean,
Like it's all right, you know, like
it's
mid.
what
but
it is,
mid
yeah.
for the mid for
It's
Italian
very mid.
destroyers is good. I can't remember.
Yeah, but like, again, my list will go on. The entire destroyer line basically is
The
not good.
Impetuoso.
Awkward gun
has
angles.
2 5-inch awkward gun angles and explodes.
Yeah, okay.
So it's like,
but
not really.
The thing is, I wouldn't call that a standout terrible ship for
No.
like in general, because that's
No, this-
just all Italian
look.
destroyers are a bit rough.
I'm doing my rant section currently, okay?
Okay,
This is
okay.
not which is the worst. This is all of these are bad. Then we go up.
Yeah, okay.
But all of these are not good ships, and you will have a rough time playing them if you are new. Do not start with this tree. This is. No matter how good it gets later on, do not start with this. This is bad. It's not great, very slow, and has awkward gun angles. Regolo, fast, has no armor, kind of meh guns for the BR, dies. Bardo, we talked about this. Then we get to the good ships. All of these ships that's coming from Armando up to the Sara Abruzzi, great ships.
Is the
top
Trento
tier. Mwah,
good
love
these
them.
days?
Trento's good.
Trento's very decent these days.
Yeah, okay.
It's fine. Then we get to the battleships. Dante and Doria are fine. Cavour and Duilio are fine. Roma and Italia are fine.
Wait.
So
I
hold
th-
on,
oh,
hold
I
on,
don't.
hold on.
I don't remember them being fine. I remember them being
Dante
bad Russian
explodes.
knockoffs.
Doria explodes, but Doria does have the benefit of having decent guns. They're longer guns and a lot of them. Like Doria has a decent
Dante-
firepower.
Yeah, I mean Dante's fine in the firepower department. Just if something looks at it,
Dante
it
isn't.
kinda dies.
Dante is. I mean, yeah, are they the same guns? They are the same guns, aren't they?
Dante,
Okay,
They're
never
a bit
mind.
different.
isn't Dante just a bad Russian battleship that explodes?
It's similar
Yes.
to it, yeah.
Compared to them, then it's about.
Wait, or is it that the Russians are stolen Italian battleships? I forget how that happened.
It's not that
I
it's
think
still,
it's
they
very
actually just cooperated in design. Like a lot,
Ah.
like Tashkent, for example, is actually an
Yeah.
Italian destroyer design.
Yes. Okay, look.
But yeah.
I mean, like Dante might not be like the best ship. Like it's fine for what
Mm-hmm.
it is. And if you look at it, it has the most gorgeous looking secondary turrets of any
little-
ship.
the little
Which,
domes,
which
yeah.
ship is
The
this?
Dante.
Dante.
The Dante.
Dante Algier.
I'll pull it up. Hang on. Why do you like the secondary turret? Oh yeah, those
It
little
has
sort of.
it has
smooth
the most
things.
gorgeous secondary turrets in the game.
I don't know. I
So I will
quite
give it-
like the Rodney's secondary turrets.
Anyways, back on track for bad Italian ships.
Then we
Well, we
have
can't
the
we can't comment on the high tier because I don't think any of us have played the Roma in Italia.
But
well, yeah.
again, Francesco Caracciolo.
Francesco Caracciolo exists in the Italian tree.
I have spaded
Okay, I
it.
haven't played that.
It is horrible. So the thing
You
about it
only get
is,
sap.
yeah, you only have sap on 15-inch
that thing
guns.
looks familiar. Like I've exploded it several times.
And that's also the thing. It explodes because genuinely everything from the bridge to the back of the frontmost turret is magazine.
Wait, how does it not get a proper shell?
It doesn't, because it's not a finished ship. This is a project ship. It
It's
was
a
never
prototype
completed.
ship. They never did anything with this.
Also,
They never got.
like the turrets are so far apart that the magazine is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
There's a
it's,
reason they didn't finish this thing.
is that above the water?
No, but it's
Barely.
wide enough where it doesn't matter.
Okay, yeah, this thing is
It's not great.
it's what I'm
because-
currently researching. Because I don't really play Italian.
I've spaded it. It is spadeable, but you have to pray you have cruisers to shoot at, because you will not do anything to a battleship that is your same BR or higher. If you have like 6.3 or 6.0, like those first generation dreadnoughts and battle cruisers to shoot at, you can do something to them. But anything bigger, no chance.
Yeah, that like 250 pen is just oof.
It's not enough.
Sort
And you
of
don't
at
really
the
have any.
reasonable
You
range.
don't have a lot of armor either. You have a
Nope.
300 belt. It's like that doesn't cut it. That BR.
And then I think Francesco Caracciolo is so much worse than all the other Italian battleships that the other ones aren't even really worth the mention as a worst Italian ship.
No.
They have their quirks, but I wouldn't.
Caracciolo is the worst ship in the tree. Period. There's nothing else comparing to it.
I'll
Then
take your word on that.
moving to coastal,
Ooh.
the best ships first.
Oh well,
With-
they have one of the best coastals in the game, the Saeta.
Yep.
Saeta.
It's the
and then the
first
Freccia.
missile boat in the game. It's got Beaufort 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, if you put it on a cap, any plane you want will die.
And the most fun part about these things, missiles, is they're smokeless.
Yeah.
So an enemy aircraft genuinely has no idea one of these things is coming to them or not.
I mean, you got the Freccia. That's the same thing with more guns or
Yeah, but
torpedoes.
that's an
Yep.
old
But
event
the
vehicle.
missile is so good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I mean,
worth
the
it.
Freccia still needs one. Like, sure, the Freccia and Saeta are much worse now than they were on release.
Oh, the Freccia was a
But they-
monster.
But we have to give the honorable mentions to them for like. I don't know if they were the sole reason for why
For the DM change or
the
not, but
destroyers got the DM changes, but I would not be surprised if they were the sole reason for the damage model changes.
Yeah.
Because now we need to give a little history here too.
we
if
we
go
don't
back to our
really.
comments
We'll
later.
get into it when we get to them.
Well, it's just a damage model thing. When the
Yeah,
AP
yeah.
used to be able to kill destroyers easily.
HE used to, yeah.
Was it
HE?
HE?
Yeah, because they're the same
HE,
damage model
HE,
as
HVT.
coastals. So their crew was actually tied to their hull segment, and not like internal compartments. And because destroyers are unarmored, practically, as long as you defeated. Of course, HE also worked very differently back in the day, with how hull armor works. So you
There's
would
a
just
reason
shut.
we call it the wheel of damage model every time
Uh-huh.
new patch hits.
Yeah.
So they would so quickly and so easily just saturate the hull compartments of destroyers and just kill them. But yeah.
Yeah.
Other good ships in the Italian tech tree. I want to mention
We're
the
done.
No, we aren't.
No.
We aren't. I want to say the albatrosses
the-
are actually pretty decent.
Yeah,
Alcyon and
they're
Albatros.
decent.
And the
They're,
recent
they're okay.
the recent Baleno is also really good. For the same reason that Schütze is really good. It's
Yeah,
it's
Baleno,
a
I was
lower
gonna say Baleno.
Yeah, it's a lower BR coastal vessel with one L-70 Bovers on the front, but compared to Schütze, this one also carries 4 torpedoes, so it can actually deal with the larger surface vessels. And it's also
And it's 0.3
quick.
BR higher.
It is fast.
Yeah, it's fast.
So this is a really strong boat. In the lower BRs, though,
The Sparvieros are okay.
I've heard other things from our local resident
no,
Italian
no.
who
It's
isn't
not
present.
as good as it used to be, but I mean, the Otto Malaro, like 76.
I mean, yeah, but the
It's
platform
the
is
size
just
of
so bad.
success, and you have no ammo. You get hit once in turret, it's gone. You're out of the game.
Yeah, but if you, like, you can mop up with it if you're, like, positioned right and you aim quick. I'm not saying it's
Yeah.
amazing, but I'm saying it's a threat.
I think it's a bit too situational to be truly a good ship in the attack 3.
But as the rest of the lower tier stuff, it's all just Bofors boats in various quantities.
Yeah, it's
I would
nothing.
say that
They're
like
okay.
Actually, honorable mention, Mars 441.
The Mass
I can see that.
441. I don't
It's
have
can see
it.
that.
It's a pom-pom boat at 2.0.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
I can see that one.
Yeah, it will never face like actual destroyers. It'll face some of the blue water spawn frigates with a bit of bad luck. But at 2.0, you have pretty decent matchmaking usually, and that's a pretty good boat from what I've seen.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. I've tried it. It's good.
Should we consider Gabbiano a good boat, or is it a bit too?
Nope.
No. Okay.
No, I was going to say the Gabbiano might be one of the worst boats.
I've heard
I'm-
people like it, but I kind
It's-
of tend to.
I
think
have
it's too-
another.
Mm.
Hey, you know my Italian blue water rant
We're
I
not.
had?
No, please.
Oh, what are you
Please.
going to do? Go on, do it quick.
All the Italian small boats with the 20s
Yeah.
are
Oh,
basically unplayable.
Actually,
Is it
no,
those
there's
weird-
one. There's one in particular which is genuinely the worst, and it's one of the MS ones. It is MS 553.
MS-53 is so bad. It's
And-
not even funny.
The thing
is
is,
it those weird guns with sort of the hinge in an odd place?
that as well. But MS-53. So what what I
Yeah.
said about these little guiding rails, so they don't shoot their own ship. Look at the guiding rails of the rear 20mm on MS-53.
See the torpedoes.
Yeah, so they have to shoot above the torpedoes.
Oh, so they can't really shoot at anything then.
No, the only fire arc for that rear 20mm is like a 70-degree arc to the rear. You cannot
Yeah.
shoot over the side of it at all. So in practice, this 1.7 boat only has one 20mm and a bunch of torpedoes.
Not a big area in the middle. You think they just put it there?
Yeah, I think they would.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well. I've got a lot of
So
blank
the-
spaces in the top half of my Italian coastal, so I don't know how good all these things are, like the Alano
Well-
and the Ghibli.
Another contestant. Alano is basically an LCS, so
Alona
Good.
is just SCS, but better.
it replaces the front 76 with another single Bofors. But Ghibli is one of the worst boats according to Sam as well,
Yeah.
from what he literally
Ghibli is
played in it.
not good.
Because okay, you'd think it's a Gabbiano but longer and two 100 mils, but Ghibli has a destroyer spawn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not great. So it's in the same boat as Chidori, but even worse because these aren't even destroyer guns; they're smaller.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, they have AP, but it's not great.
No. Italian
It's-
AP is in general not great. A great pen, but that's the only thing it has.
Too bad it got spirited away to that further spawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's about
Then
it. I do actually.
Cassiopeia.
No, yeah, Cassiopeia is
What's new?
also. Yes, it's new and also has a destroyer spawn
Yeah.
Yeah.
for one single automatic 76 with no AP.
Oh, can we mention the GIS 811? It's a
What
bit
is
of a
this?
standout in the boats because it's got that like
Yeah, but
quad
is-
rear
is it-
flak
is it
furling.
Particularly
no,
good
I
or
cannot do
bad?
that because the rear 20 is actually very, very good.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was wondering whether it should go on either of the list because it's good and bad.
I
It's
would
got a very
call it-
good gun, but the
Yeah, but
angle and
The
stuff
thing is,
is
I
odd.
wouldn't. I would not call it exceptionally good. Because sure,
Mm.
it's 520s, but 20s are a little bit limited compared to a Bofors. Especially at
Yeah.
2.3.
It is just one of the guns off the SF-40, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's a German
Yeah.
flak, quad flak.
I remember that thing, if you set it up in the right place, is decent. But
Yeah, but
because of
it's
the
too,
angle, it's not.
There's actually
Yeah.
two ships I want to talk about, and one good, one bad, and that's the two rank 3 premiums. So one is a Battle Pass MC485, and I kind of want to
Right,
call
I
it
don't
a
have that
bad one because it has really restrictive 40mm angles. It's a standard because it's a German S-boat with two Bofors, but the Bofors can only shoot to the sides.
Oh yeah, I remember this thing.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
The thing is, the S-boat is an incredibly fragile hull. So having to present your entire broadside just to shoot is not great. And then on the opposite side, we have the MS-444, which is
Yeah.
2.7
good.
with two 20s on the front and actually a 20 in the middle and the Bofors in the rear. It's just
Is that got a
solid.
radar?
I'm not sure if that's an actual proper radar.
No,
Doesn't
I'm
look
not
like
getting
it,
anything
no.
on the X-ray, but
No, it
there's
doesn't.
a huge radar on it. Oh, those racks on that thing.
Yeah, but
But I
that's
guess
just...
it's a boat. You don't really
Yeah.
worry
Yeah,
about
it's a
them.
boat. It's a boat. Doesn't matter.
An L60, yeah.
So I think... Do we move on to France?
Yeah.
Sure, the
France,
final
It's
tree.
to
The
talk for today, yeah.
newest.
Yep. Now, good boats in its blue water tree.
I have a few.
Hmm?
I
I have a few
actually
too.
quite like the Mogador.
Do you?
Like the Mogador, yeah, it's like the guns are good. It's fast. It's just like
So-
it's not peak destroyer, but it's a good destroyer.
I remember the thing I struggled with when it came out is it's incredibly fast and has a lot of guns, so you want to play it aggressively
Well, I
But you
always played
can't.
aggressively.
because
Oh, you can.
you not really because you don't have the reaction
can't.
like the same reaction speed as you would have with a summoner or a gearing.
Yeah, it takes a lot of like you have to plan your angles and route.
Yeah.
But if you do it right, it's okay. Like
It's-
I'd say it's a solid B tier. It's
Yeah.
like below all those like Blagarodneys and Sumners and
Yeah, I
all
think
that.
I was a bit
but,
incorrect in saying that you can't play aggressively. What you cannot do is just brawl aggressively.
No, you have to plan your aggression.
Yeah.
It's also it's very easy to detonate. It's also an issue with it.
Yeah, yeah, but then a lot of things are when you get very close. I don't know. I just kind
Yeah,
of,
but,
I kind of enjoyed it. It was because
I
it's
can see-
fast and the guns are fun.
Other noticeable
The
mentions.
Emile Baton.
Yeah, I was actually going to say that those. Would you put Bertin over the following 5.7s?
I haven't
put-
played past the Baton.
I would say the Glacionier is better than the Berton.
I've
Is
been
it the
playing the
same
Gloire a
guns?
bit. It's the same guns, but slightly different.
It's a lot slower.
Yeah, but more armor. So that's the trade-off for
Well,
Galician.
that's
It's
the
the
thing.
same
That's
guns.
why I like the Emile Baton because
Speed.
it's the most glass cannon cruiser in the game. I think.
Mhm.
Like it murders things right up until someone shoots at it when it dies. Like not instantly, it doesn't explode too much, but because it doesn't have any armor, you'll just take massive chunks of crew every time someone shoots at you.
Yeah, I kind of remember liking the Emile Bertin as well, but at the same time, really not liking its glass hull.
Yeah, it's fun until someone notices you murdering them and then you die.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I can
definitely a
see it.
unique ship to play for that. Like it doesn't get lost in the boredom of like 90% of the cruisers in the game. They're all the same.
Mhm.
But I haven't played past that. Well, I played the Paris a bit, but
I've played the battleships a bit. I haven't gotten any of the Richelieus yet. But I wouldn't really call Dunkirk or Strasbourg good.
no, but it's like
They're unique, but they're not good ships.
No,
We're gonna talk about
they,
the
they have the
Nelson.
issue of having the ammunition at the front and at waterline level.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
and
need
you
to-
get people wanting
it's
to
like-
bow in with them, and it's like,
Then you die. if
you need to
bowing with
be,
them.
they're also not, especially Dunkirk. Strasbourg is a bit better. Dunkirk is not particularly well armored, so you have to be really careful with your angling.
yeah.
Any other noticeably good ships?
No,
I was
No.
kind of a fan of Le Malin. Back when I played it, but it's not particularly good. I'd say I was a fan
no,
of it.
it's basically just it's the same as the Milan Vacilian.
Yeah, but the guns are better. It has a higher rate of fire and they're longer.
Yeah, it's a little better. Yeah.
Oh, you got Le Malin and Milan. I was getting them confused. I can't remember it.
Okay, bad ships then.
Probably the Emile Baton.
Um,
It's that weird. It's terrible, but it's fun. Sort of gets on both lists.
Paris.
Paris. I would agree with Paris that the early French dreadnoughts are not great.
Oh, but I love
But
that
less
hotel
again,
style.
nowadays, I think I played them before Leviathans, and with the big decompression of capital ships, they're a bit, more
It's better.
reliable to play. Yeah.
It's better. It's not good, but it's better.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
I I have mixed feelings about Colbert because I remember not liking it while spading it because it only has sap or its main
Yeah.
guns,
Yeah.
and as a heavy cruiser, it kind of lacks that long range punching like power to really
Yeah.
deal with other actual heavy cruisers. I haven't played Suffren yet, but I
100%.
think it's going to be much of the same.
I
Yeah.
think the
The play is
Today
also the same as
Troyan,
just
maybe?
I kind of like
So-
it.
I remember when it came out as a premium, it wasn't great.
It's not
No,
great, but
it's not amazing.
It's I think it's again the same thing as many of these early 5.0 cruisers. None of them are really great, but I don't think they're that terrible either.
No. I mean, Jeanne d'Arc is pretty terrible, but
Jeanne d'Arc is kind of terrible because it's slowish.
yeah.
I think we move on to the coastal fleet then, don't we?
Yeah, which is a
I would
real
say, like,
weird.
Uh,
Sorry.
the Borascan Leopard are kind of bad too.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
yeah.
Is
Among the
Leopard not
reserved,
just- Oh. Is the Leopard not just the
It-
same
it-
as the German one?
no,
No.
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 No?
Leopard is a Borask, basically.
Okay. See, it's sharing names again.
Yeah. It's more that the 130s have a very long reload and are not great.
Are not great. No, not compared to the 138s. But yeah, I think we move on to the coastal fleet.
Yeah, which is a very, eclectic mix. There's so many weird things in here.
When it came out, it was kind of mid. It had some fun
yeah.
parts, but it became a lot better over time, a lot stronger.
It's got some fun
Yeah.
ships. Like
I think-
the Arras is...
The rest
Good.
is fun, but the Marne is actually powerful.
Well, I played the Arras before the Marne came out.
Mhm.
And
The
the Arras
problem
is...
the
just
Arras
the way
is,
those guns can just detonate any coastal if you can
Yeah.
aim.
yeah. They're very potent guns, but they're kind of limited in their arcs. You kind
Oh
of
yeah, you have to sail out on one flank, broadside,
Mm-hmm.
and murder everything you see, and hope the rest of your team can actually cap.
But Marne is the gun arcs are so much better, and the guns themselves are also much better. I think they
haven't
reload a lot
played Marne.
faster. You should. It's so good.
Marne is extremely good.
What do? Do you just get in the 100 mils, and do they
Um,
detonate things? Or...
The thing is,
Yeah.
with the Marne itself, you can actually use the 65s together with the 100 mils.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So you just use all guns at the same time.
And what, do you just load the sap? And use
Yeah,
boats?
just hull
Yeah.
break things really. Just one shot them.
And when the
Okay.
destroyer rolls up, you switch to AP and just go, "Hello, I can still deal with you."
But you don't have to because it gets a coastal spawn.
I'm guessing no AA.
It doesn't now.
No,
But yeah.
you don't need it.
Any other noticeable gems? In
The La
coastal-
Surprise.
Is it a good ship?
It's a river class with a targeting computer.
Does it actually have a targeting computer?
Yeah. Well,
Then yeah, I can see it being a good one.
I shall enter a test drive to double check that, but I was playing it a couple of weeks ago, and it was like, oh, this is a
I
river
was-
class that's functional.
It
I
doesn't
was
have
pretty
a...
sure that it did not get a.
It doesn't, no.
Didn't get anything like that. No,
No? What am I
No, it
thinking?
doesn't.
no, it doesn't.
I'm sure it did.
Oh no, like it just did not get a like.
It might have had
the
one at
green
one
targeting.
point, but it definitely doesn't have one now.
Okay.
No. So it was just like, this is awful because like you can't like sure it's fine, but it explodes and you can't lead the same way as you do when you fight other destroyers.
Yeah, it and together with the Spey you wanted to talk about earlier, they're as frigates, as ships in and of themselves are not that bad, but because they don't have a lead indicator like many blue water ships do, you're just so outgunned.
Yeah. I really like the river class. It's fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was I
Aconite?
playing with a targeting computer then? I don't know.
I don't remember either. But then Aconite, the same flower class as we saw in the British trees, are also good for the BR. An honorable mention definitely goes to VTB-13. It's a 1.3 gunboat at rank 1 with one
Yep.
Oerlikon 20mm in the rear. But it has really good firing arcs, and at 20mm at 1.3 is more than enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had a real fun time when I spaded it back in the.
it's sort of a
Back when
nice
it came out.
raised platform, so it's probably got good angles.
It has really
It's
good
fast.
angles.
It's quite fast, actually. Faster than I thought it'd be.
Hmm.
Should we
Have
go
you-
into the bad ships?
No,
in the
have you
French?
played the... Oh, what's the one with the rocket on it? Is it Le Combatant?
Le Combattant?
Yes, I
Yes.
have
Like,
actually played a match or two
Is
in it when it came out.
useless?
It is terrible.
Okay.
It is.
It goes
on,
into
it's
the
on the
terrible
worst
list.
ships list. It's on the
Okay.
worst ships list here
So
because it's a bait ship. It's a bait ship.
because every other nation with a missile ship think, oh, it's gonna have great missiles, right? Like especially when you look to Sata, ooh, interesting. But these are SS-11s. They are purely anti-surface missiles. They cannot hull break. They are too light to hull break other coastals. They're
And they only go
incredibly.
like 2 or 3 kilometers, right?
They go 3
Yeah.
kilometers. They go 3 kilometers. They're incredibly slow, and because they're, I think you cannot use both the SS-11 and your guns against the same target. Because if you lead to hit with the Bofors, your missile will just careen off way in front of them. But if you aim just your missile, which will not do any reliable damage to them, then you can never hit them with your Bofors.
What was the in real life point of the missile? Like, I can't think of a target you'd use it against.
Well, compared to the game, your Bofors aren't automatically tracking a target, and they aren't automatically stabilized.
I guess. It's just the range seems weird.
Yeah, but remember that when we're talking about the game, we're working on an actual flat plane with no
True.
curvature whatsoever.
True. The worst ship. Now, which one was the original? Was it the VTB-8 that was the original?
Yes.
Yeah, the one in the folders, those are the original ones. All the ones with the 7.7s.
So the one with the... Hang on. I'm just trying to remember which one was the worst.
8 was the reserve, then the 11, then the 14.
I would
Was
say
the
14.
the worst.
Actually, 14 has torpedoes. I thought it didn't have torpedoes.
Yeah, but where are the guns? Oh no, that's got the dual. It's probably the first one then.
It's
The
one of them.
8. Because no matter how much Sky says he kind of liked it, I just remember sitting next to people filling them full of like 7.7 shells and them not really doing anything.
My experience with them is definitely very biased because when I played them, they just came out, so not
Yeah.
many people were playing it. And I was just fighting mostly bots, so I could just sail up to them and pump them full of bullets.
Yeah. Maybe it
And
was the
at
11
super,
with the rear
super,
mounted.
at super close range, you could do something with it, but yeah, there's a reason why it have been replaced, and it definitely should have been replaced.
There was a reason as soon as you got the 20mm, it was like, oh, I
Although,
can do something.
very funnily, look at the premiums.
Mm-hmm.
The 400 GE
looking.
one is the one with twin 7.7s, but the 250 GE one has a 20 mil.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the most painful reserve
I can see it.
games I've
I
ever really played.
It took 3 games to get everything of them, so like
Like
it was
the-
fine. It was
The
no problem at all.
Vosper, even the Vosper was.
You know, I'd say of all of the like 1.0 coastals, those are the worst.
When you unlock the shells, they actually did something. The British
Maybe-
didn't
Not
do anything with
really.
the shells.
Maybe tied with the Type T1, because at least these ones have like really tiny little turret rings and guns, whereas the Type T1 has like the big domes that you just shoot into the table.
Wait, how fast is the T1?
Let me check. 71 kph.
Yeah, so at least these
Yeah,
are
these go
slightly
88,
faster.
89.
I think the only other bad ship is the L9059.
See, this is where my curse might also come in, because I actually really like the L9059.
Yeah, I hated it. I hated
I
it.
tried
L509
to
was
use the main
awful.
guns and resist the urge to use the Bofors.
I always use the main gun, because
I
what
know,
I've
but they're not
the
great.
thing I've found about the main guns is that they are actually incredibly accurate. They will go where you want them to go.
Yeah, but if it takes you like 3 volleys to kill someone or 4 with all
Yeah.
hits, it's like.
Again, I played it when French 3 was fairly new.
Yeah, I did.
So that's a bit
I
of
did a bit as well. But I think that's
yeah.
the only bad things. See, I haven't unlocked like Le Brestois.
I haven't either. I can't speak on it.
What's
Same,
it got?
of course.
It's got the 100 mil
I can speak on it,
55s.
but like
It's got slightly longer versions of the Man gun, so it might be alright. But at
It's
four
the same-
threes,
it's the same gun as
the
Cologne.
same gun as on the Köln
ah,
and Lübeck.
It's the automatic 100 mil.
well, I think that's us finished all the trees then.
I
Never.
would say that the Commandant Domine is kinda meh.
It's also a frigate spawn, which is oof.
Frigate
Which is
spawn
always
for
a
3.
kiss.
It gets a 105 with 100 rounds.
A German 105 in the rear.
Yeah, in the rear, and a Bofors in the front. So it's like, you're probably gonna get dunked on if you ever show up.
That's just the coastal way. Like, you
It is the
either-
frigate way, yeah.
if you get a frigate spawn, like something like HMS Leopard can sort of manage it because it's basically a destroyer,
Yeah.
or Terra Nova, which I might actually have to give another go now you've said it's good, because it was terrible when I played it.
Oh yeah, it was definitely terrible when it came out because of how HE worked. But nowadays, I've seen a lot of them do really good work.
If we just look at it, right? Le Course. What do we think about that?
The thing is, right, I don't expect many great things about just twin 57s with nothing but HE, but I've heard people really like those guns, and I haven't played those guns enough to actually have an opinion on them.
Like
You know, like, something without AP is difficult.
like this is 4.0. These are 357, 3 turrets. Like from looking at it, it shouldn't do well, but maybe it does. I don't know, but it doesn't look like it should do well at all.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you've got rapid enough fire, you can just disable somebody so much. I don't know. I haven't played it, and it's a premium at 6,000 GE, so I probably never will. That's the thing. A lot of these coastal premiums are just not worth like 6,000.
They aren't.
No,
Especially
no,
those
no,
frigates.
no.
Because that's just too inconsistent, the matchmaking experience. But I think we'll round up the episode here.
Well, what's everyone like after that? What's everyone's top and bottom all in?
Like just one favorite, one least favorite.
Yeah. For me, it's got to be the Blagorodny. Is my
My-
favorite.
my
because I played
bias
so
will-
much.
My bias will always lean towards Oyodo.
I know what Skies is. It's the Brooklyn, isn't it?
My Brooklyn is my baby. It's my favorite ship. I was such a menace in it for the better part of a year before.
You never got the
battleships.
Helena though, did you?
No, I didn't, because I didn't spend money. Because why would I spend money on cheating on my wife? It wouldn't happen.
Or its least favorite. I think I just hate the V990 so much that I'd rather play the Flagstaff with the Bofors.
Yeah, I was about to
I'm
say,
not
because
mad.
my least favorite is most certainly the 6-inch Flagstaff.
Yeah, we can't count the 6-inch Flagstaff because that's just like
I'm counting it
that's
because
just
it
a
exists.
sanity fail for taking the Sheridan cannon.
I mean, yeah, but you did force it upon me.
We did force it upon you. That is correct.
I kind of did agree to it, so that's forcing and me just being stupid. But that was an experience that I do not want to repeat.
No, I mean, my worst hated is still gonna be the Asheville. Like I have never been through a grind as painful as that one. It might not be the worst ship anymore or be as bad anymore, but in my heart, there is nothing worse that I could experience. I would play the 6-inch Flagstaff any day than going back to the Asheville spading days.
Wow. Okay. I think we know Sam's best is the Polar, but is there anything Sam or the Saeta possibly?
I think he'd probably, if we were going to stick to Italy, he'd say the, I forget the name of it
Is that-
immediately.
can you-
The Ghibli.
Caracciolo?
Ghibli.
The Ghibli. Oh, no, the Ghibli. Yeah, he
Well, it's
does
his
like
least
Ghibli.
favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember him complaining about anything more.
He'll probably
I
disagree, and
remember.
we'll ask him when we see him next
Well, he
time.
can fill him
Yeah.
in next time.
Yep.
But yeah, that was. How long have we been
So
recording?
comments. What is
2.5
your favorite
hours.
ship and least
This
least
is-
favorite ship?
This has been 2.5 hours, a bit longer than than we usually do, but and yeah, as Sky was saying before I cut him off, leave in the comments what your most and least favorite ship is.
Or
Just
if you
for,
disagree with what we mentioned on our lists.
that is also a thing you can do.
Ah,
So now the swear jar.
no one did, I don't think.
I think I almost did one, but I stopped myself. So what do we do instead? Seeing
Well,
if we don't have
if
a
no one sweared,
Well,
I don't think there's a
Sam
forfeit.
didn't show up. So I mean,
Sam did
Oh,
indeed not show
true.
up.
Oh, that is a
Shall
good
we give him a
backup.
challenge?
Yeah, but no, I don't think. I think we peaked at Flagstaff. I don't think he should do anything that mean.
Yeah.
Because he like.
It's also
not
it's
his
outside of his
fault.
control, so it's not something we should
Yeah.
punish him for. But maybe give him a some.
See,
sort
we
of
don't know what
challenge.
he's got. Like,
I mean, we know he has everything Italian. How about spading
make
one
him-
of the? We know he doesn't like playing battleships, right?
why don't we make him
Yeah.
up tier the polar? No, that's just mean.
That's me. How about we just get him to play like 5 matches in a Roma? And
Wait,
tell us
is it
about
like
either
it.
that
Swedish
or like,
aroma?
hey, get all tier 2 mods without using GE in the Ghibli.
That's cruel. I'd
No,
rather
not-
him play like 5 matches in Roma.
Something interesting, not cruel, I think would be better.
Yeah.
Get him to play like the Regolo or something.
Or just like kill a Soyuz in a Roma.
No.
No, that's just silly, Sky.
How about we just get him play like 5-0, 4-7 Italy?
Yeah,
4-7 Italy, yeah.
Yeah, we'll.
but he's not allowed to just sit in the Saieta.
And he's not allowed
Yeah.
to sit in Cinieri either. He has to play like the
Yeah.
4-7 Tech 3 Blue Water ships.
Blue
4-7
water.
blue water Italian, purebred Italian ships.
We'll send that message to him then and
Yeah.
see what his
We'll
report
see.
will be. And that is it for today. And we'll see everybody in the next one, I guess.
Yeah, goodbye.
Goodbye. Have a nice day.
See ya.